Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Gaming News Weekly Live. It's been a whole week. It's been a whole week since last Gaming News Weekly. I did a live stream yesterday. I played fucking, what is it called? Fear and Hunger for Saturday Morning Live. I age restricted the fuck out of the stream, so a lot of people didn't get to see the stream because I age restricted the hell out of it. But that's kind of what I had to do to protect the stream, so YouTube wouldn't be on no bullshit. But I got my Avion water with me, so you know I'm ready to talk, and it's been a crazy weekend gaming. From all the news of Sony just destroying game studios, upcoming games, wiping them bitches off the map, to Xbox putting on one of the greatest developer directs they've done since they started doing it. It hasn't been that many of them. It's only been 3, and they're only getting better at the developer direct. It's been a crazy week. There's been like live action updates for like Sony IPs. A little bit of rumor mill going around with Nintendo. Phil Spencer came out. He had an interview. Gaming News Weekly is going to be big. Make sure that like button, subscribe, and we're gonna get right into this because we got to start off with I don't know what to call it. The mismanagement of the PlayStation platform is getting extreme. It's getting out of hand. And it's getting almost egregious, bro. It's so bad how PlayStation is doing at this fucking moment. Like, at this moment in time, PlayStation is doing so bad. At production. Because it's not like they're, like, failing out. They're losing. Like, they're bleeding money, of course. Because they're throwing away money fastest from every one of those games that they threw away. I think the number's up to, like, 8 or 10. I think somebody was keeping count on YouTube. PlayStation is struggling. They're struggling with what people said Xbox was struggling with, an identity crisis. People were saying this for years, like, oh, Xbox doesn't have an identity. What the fuck does PlayStation identity look like right now, bro? Their live service push that Jimothy Ryan started, I think 10 of those 12 games have been shut down. I think 2 of them came out. 2 of them came out. That was Foam Stars. And that was fucking Helldivers 2. I think those 2 came out and succeeded. No, Foam Star didn't succeed. My bad. Helldivers succeeded. Foam Stars did not succeed. Nobody played that shit. But then they keep pushing. They kept going. Bungie supposed to have something in the bag. I heard Bungie has another game. Like Bungie, like imported studios. You know, PlayStation is destroying Bungie from the inside out. And one of the studios they're making out of Bungie to be in-house at PlayStation is making a game called Gummy Bears. And it's a MOBA. What the fuck is going on at PlayStation? If that shit is real... And I play Gigantic. People don't understand. I played the fuck out of Gigantic for a long time. But that was like before the public got to play Gigantic. And Gigantic ended up getting shut down. Now Gigantic is back. Is in Game Pass. I kind of want to go back and play it. I'm going to make a video about that shit. Because I enjoyed playing Gigantic so much. But to think... Gummy Bears, nigga. Gummy fucking Bears. It's the name of the game they're gonna make a MOBA game? Are you kidding me? Your fans already hate Intergalactic. They hated Concord. And they're double, tripling down on that type of shit. I don't understand PlayStation, bro. I really don't understand what they're doing with their hardware. With their software now. With their platform in general, I don't know what they're doing, and I don't know how Herman Host is letting this shit go. See, Herman probably is not the man for the job, even though they handed that shit right to him. Jim Ryan left, and Herman was only there because Jim put him there. So when Jim left, Herman should have went with that nigga. They should have put Herman as right out with him. Like, Herman, you go ahead and get out of here, buddy. Go find you another job. Because this is not what PlayStation was before Jimothy and Herman took over. People don't understand. Herman and Jimothy only took over in 2019. That mean the whole campaign, when PlayStation took out Xbox during the Xbox One era, had nothing to do with Herman Host and fucking Jimothy Ryan. They took over in 2019. They launched the PS5. That was their inception of leadership. And not even halfway through that, their CEO left. And Herman Host has produced nothing but garbage and remakes ever since. That is the destiny of Herman Host and Jim Ryan at the head of PlayStation Interactive. Well, PlayStation Studios in general. Sony Interactive let them lead, and this is what they got. Y'all got more hardware than software. More new hardware than new software, because y'all been playing remakes and remasters. They've been trying to keep up with these $300 million budgets for these games, these $400 million budgets for these games. And everybody's looking at Microsoft like, oh, Microsoft, you're not selling hardware. Their software is moving pretty and simple. And we're going to get into that because we got more confirmation on what the fuck the software at Microsoft is doing. But the hardware at PlayStation has nothing to play on it. Why is that? Because PlayStation themselves don't know what they're creating. Herman Host never led PlayStation Studios. And when he did, all those games are getting shut down. He got Concord out the door, bro. Like, if Concord was the best you saw when you toured the studios, you're doing something wrong. It was good, Cool Breeze. PlayStation is struggling so hard. And they still have no news out here. Except they're shutting down more games. They're canceling more games. They're shifting more studios around. They have nothing good to offer their fan base at this moment. And then Xbox comes in. And then Microsoft comes in. The fucking enemy. And they're like, don't worry. We got you. And that's when we get to the Developer Direct that happened this fucking Thursday. One of the best... I think it was Wednesday, wasn't it? I think it was Wednesday. Developer Direct just popped for every gamer that watched it. The PlayStation fans were going crazy for the Developer Direct. They were so happy when they seen those games come up on screen because they ain't got shit from PlayStation in how many years. When was the last PlayStation showcase? When was the last? Was it E3, Tom? I don't think PlayStation has had a showcase in at least like 3 years. At least like 3 years where they show new content. They had some third-party state of plays. They had that one little first-party thing where they showed Concord and nobody liked it. Like, they haven't had a PlayStation showcase since Jim Ryan took over PlayStation. Since at least the launch of the PS5, they haven't had a PlayStation showcase in that fucking long. That is how dry it is on the PlayStation side. And when they do get gaming news, it's a state of play with some remakes and remasters. Maybe it's some second party deals that PlayStation buys up. You say you never was a Doom person, but you're sold on Doom the Dark Ages? And it's so crazy you say that because I said that when I saw Doom. I was like, I have Doom 2016 right there. That motherfucker's right there. I bought that motherfucker. I played the fuck out of it. Doom 2016. That shit popped. Doom Eternal came out, I played it, and I threw that shit in the trash. Doom Eternal fucking sucked. To me, it was a very impactful game for id Software. That motherfucker showed that it can put a fucking Doom game on any console, anywhere, and it's gonna fucking run beautifully. It showed the technicality of the id Software team and how good they are at making products. But Doom Eternal playing it felt like ass. And not good ass, like some artificial ass that somebody got that bought from like a back alley doctor. Like that shit was trash, bro. It was so bad. Then I'm like, yeah, bro, Doom is not for me. Doom was not for me. And then they showed Doom the Dark Ages. And I'm like, wait, id, what are you? They got in the bag with that one. Doom the Dark Ages looks so fucking good that it's like, god damn. If Microsoft was greedy. Because the thing, people are upset on the internet because Microsoft is not greedy, bro. Because the greed Microsoft could be having, they're not doing that. And the fact that they're not greedy, it upsets people. But it showed that, like, if Microsoft was greedy and they held Doom hostage after seeing Doom the Dark Ages, because you know Phil walked in there, Matt Booty walked in there, Sarah Bond walked in there, they walked into id, they see the team, they're having a good time creating all these new things for Doom Guy to do, and they like, this shit is gonna make gamers happy, and they left. That is crazy. Because let this has been a different leadership team, they would have been like, nobody's playing Doom but Xbox. They would have cut that motherfucker. They would have cut that motherfucker off instantly. They like, nobody's playing Doom but Xbox. And I mean, for some people, it would have been like, oh, that would have been a championship W. But like, everybody needs to play that Doom game. Doom game looks so fucking good. Everybody needs to play that goddamn Doom game, bro. It was good, Mo. Gaming News Weekly time, bro. We in here. I got my Avion water with me. But yeah, Doom the Dark Ages looks so fucking good that I'm like, yeah, I gotta get back in Doom. And it almost made me want to play Doom Eternal again. Like that, Doom the Dark Ages looks so fucking good. I want to give Doom Eternal another try. You say you heard some of the weirdest arguments against Xbox? Yeah, because nobody knows how to feel about how great Xbox is doing at this proper moment. Like they don't understand how a gaming company can be so gamer friendly and still be the opposition, because they want to hate Xbox. They gotta hate somebody. But it's like, but y'all doing us so well. Like they're doing gaming so good that like, how do you hate Xbox now? Because they're doing gaming so good. And it's like, oh, you're not being selfish enough. You don't want to be greedy. You're not trying to take all the money from your gamers. And it's so crazy. Because at this moment, after the developer direct, how many full price Xbox games are slated this year? Like, I don't have a whole list. I know there's a whole list somewhere. But like, how many $70 games are releasing this year alone for Xbox? All them bitches are going to Game Pass. But I believe that shit is over fucking 8. I believe it's over 8. Over 8 fucking games are coming from Xbox this year, bro. You say you tried Eternal, wasn't bad. It just had the other games in rotation at the time. Eternal faded into the background. You think you might reinstall it? See, I mean, yeah, that's understandable. But I think Xbox has 8 full-on games confirmed to be coming this year. 2 full-price ones from Obsidian, South of Midnight, Dark Ages, Ninja Gaiden. What else do they have slated this year? Because they have those 3, 2, that's 5. I think there's 2 more, at least 2 more, that are like slated to come out this year. I can't think of them right now. I think Fable is coming out this year. Maybe like towards the end of the year. The next Call of Duty is going to come out this year. Of course it is. Call of Duty comes out every year. And all of those games are $70. And all of those games are going into Game Pass. And it's crazy that like, if you're a PlayStation fan, and if you wanna play all of the games Xbox is releasing on PlayStation, they're gonna be buying a whole nother fucking PlayStation 5 Pro to buy every Xbox game coming to PlayStation. Every game Xbox has slated this year is gonna cost them the same amount as another PS5 Pro. And everybody in Game Pass is gonna get them bitches for their subscription. In a year of Game Pass, I ain't bought Game Pass in a while. I think I still got like 4 years of Game Pass left or some shit like that. But like, to think, if Game Pass is like $200 a year, maybe it's like $300 a year. It's something around there. And they have so many games releasing that it's almost like $600 to buy every Xbox game coming out this year if you want to play all of them. Motherfuckers' pockets are going to be hurting for these games. Because now PlayStation fans are going to have to choose. Do I buy the Xbox game I want to play, Or do I wait and hope that PlayStation releases something I want to buy? That is exactly what the PlayStation fan is going through. Because the Xbox fan don't have that problem. Especially if you can get Game Pass for a month and play all of those games at the end of the year. And you don't have to worry about it. That's $20 off your back. But as a PlayStation fan, when you see Doom the Dark Ages, when you see the next Ninja Gaiden, when you see the fucking next Outer Worlds, when you see the next Call of Duty, and you're like, I want to play all of those. All of them bitches are $70, bro. That's $300 in games you have to buy just from fucking Xbox. On your platform. You got to start thinking metrics at that point, bro. Because it's like Xbox produces so many games that it's like, there's no way they're going to buy all of them. And Xbox is going to give them the opportunity to buy all of them. There's so much money just pumping towards Xbox. And motherfuckers can cry 70% all day. 70% of something they didn't have before is a lot of fucking money. But imagine getting 30% and thinking that's a good idea. I said this before when they first had that outburst that Halo is going to PlayStation. It might. Especially after the interview with Phil Spencer. That might just be a thing that happens. But to think, Xbox is going to have Halo on PlayStation and nothing can compete with it. There's nothing PlayStation can do to keep a PlayStation fan away from Halo. So when they finally get Halo and all those people fall in love with Master Chief, what the fuck is PlayStation going to do about that? They have no shooter to get PlayStation fans to leave Halo. That means PlayStation is going to be dominated by Halo and fucking Call of Duty. And then if Gears show up, those three games are going to top their charts forever. Because Microsoft has plenty of them. A backlog of them bitches. They could drop them motherfuckers one at a time. They don't have to rush it. They could drop them motherfuckers one at a time. Just drop them bitches at PlayStation. Let them buy that shit up. And they're going to love the fuck out of it. You said DJ Porter Rock? Who is Porter Rock? He said his wild take on Xbox. What was it? What did he say? I want to know what he said too. Where do I find that at? Pre-orders a lot. PC requirements for fucking Doom the Dark Ages. Doom the Dark Ages looks so goddamn good. It is crazy. You said YouTube? Okay, let me go find this. Is that his YouTube name? You said he's actually Doc's brother? For real? That's kind of cool. I wonder why they don't make content together, because I never heard of that nigga. I mean, I ain't watched Doc's videos in a long time either, so. Is it his later video? He got a live stream. It says Xbox. Hold on. That can't be real. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me put this up on screen. Let me put this up on screen. Cause I've never seen nobody say no shit like that. Oh, my bad. What the hell? Let me get my motherfucking. Cause this shit said Xbox gamers are scared PlayStation is taking over Xbox. What the fuck does that even mean? What does that even mean, bro? Like, in all reality, what the fuck could you be talking about? Terrified of PlayStation gamers taking over Xbox. How the fucking PlayStation gamers take over Xbox?
My family, my fellow gamers. Your only friend in these YouTube streets, Xboxseriesx. Back with another video. Gonna say the quiet part out loud. More or less a realization. Xbox gamers are scared of PlayStation gamers taking over Xbox.
What the fuck? Okay, bro, get to the point real quick.
That's what I figured
out. How?
Now you're probably thinking, what's the problem? You all notice after the developer direct, Microsoft had the developer direct, and these Xbox gamers are going on overdrive. These fanboys, content creators, they're wilding out. And they're wilding out on the same narrative. That PlayStation is either PlayStation gamers have to buy these games while they get to play on Game Pass. So
I mean, that is true.
Of, thank you for funding my games. Is that an all-time high?
That's exactly what's happening.
It's Sony's in trouble if you're happy about playing Xbox games on PlayStation.
Both of those things are true. But what is he saying? How are you saying Xbox gamers are terrified of PlayStation gamers taking over Xbox when you just said two things that are actually true? Microsoft is putting games on PlayStation to make money to make more Xbox games for Game Pass. Remember, Game Pass had Game Pass fodder. Game Pass had Game Pass fodder. Remember that. PlayStation fans said that shit for years. It's Game Pass fodder. It's Game Pass fodder. Now you see this Game Pass fodder is what y'all foaming over the mouth over. Now Xbox fans are looking like, damn, y'all real happy. Y'all going to be buying the games that we get for free in Game Pass. And I just said that the amount of games Xbox has coming out this year is staggering. It's upwards of $600 in games that are coming out this year. Just full price $70 games. All of them bitches are going to Game Pass day one. For like $200 a year. You can play all $700 worth of games that Xbox is producing themselves. Themselves. Not the other games that you could be buying. Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out. GTA 6 is coming out. And that motherfucker's rumored to be $100. That shit better not be $100. I would definitely drop their ass the fuck off and not play a GTA game if it costs that much. But there's so many other games coming out this year, third party. That first party Microsoft is already $600 in. It's crazy fucking work. And some of those games are coming to Game Pass. So both of those things are true, bro. What are you saying? That's why they're saying it. How is that being terrified? No, they're rejoicing at the fact that PlayStation fans get to play great games now because they called them bitches trash for years. But now since they're coming to PlayStation, they're great games. We seen that. We seen that in the media. Hi-Fi Rush get shadow dropped, it meant nothing. Right when that motherfucker came on PlayStation the next year, all of a sudden it's a masterpiece. Why did Xbox shut that studio down? Didn't y'all say the game was trash? That's why I got shadow dropped? These narratives keep flipping in the media. So the Xbox content creators going off on that shit makes sense. They've been on the receiving end of that shit for how long? Now they have the upper hand. Now they get to say, haha, I was right. And this nigga's like, they're just mad that we get to play their games now. No, we're happy. Because y'all get to play some good games. What are you saying?
And I'm thinking, man, console war, bait is at an all-time low, man. Like, PlayStation 5 beating the shit out of Xbox Series consoles into irrelevancy really caused this effect of, like, shit bait, shit narratives. I'm like, this shit don't even make sense. I'm even seeing this narrative, like, content on YouTube channels using this narrative. I'm like, man, this is some stupid ass bait. And I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? And then I saw the direct. I didn't see the direct when it was live because I was on a work trip, right? I arrived today, got home, my wife's at work. I said, all right, let me just make something myself to eat or, a little snack because it was a, long flight. Put some stuff away. Let me check out the direct.
And that shit was amazing.
And then I noticed something.
That shit was amazing.
And you guys didn't notice it. Or you kind of, but 2 and 2 didn't put together for some of y'all. But it did for the Xbox community. I know they noticed this, but they're not saying it. Sadly, PlayStation dudes didn't catch this. Because if you did, I would have saw it on the timeline. Even my boy J-Dub, he technically didn't catch this. But I guarantee you Xbox gamers, you Xbox fanboys.
Are you gonna get to the point, bro?
You all did. You're just not saying it.
Are you gonna get to the point, my nigga?
To yourselves.
God damn.
That one of us, a PlayStation dude, doesn't catch this shit.
Catch fucking what?
And I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna spill the beans right now for everybody to know. The Dev Direct primarily talked about 4 games, deep dive. It gave a bonus game, Ninja Gaiden Black 2, as a shadow drop. So you could say 5 games was mentioned. 4 on a deep dive with the developers, and then 1, boom, surprise. So 5.
So he's a
right?
primetime yapper, bro.
4 out of the 5 content is PlayStation, and I'm looking at the Xbox.
He said 4 out of the 5 content is PlayStation. No, they're all Xbox, bro. PlayStation just gets to play them. Did you just forget what you said yourself? You tuned into Xbox's Developer Direct, saw their games look so phenomenal, and then got happy that PlayStation gets to play them too. How do you spin that shit back saying Xbox people are so scared that PlayStation niggas get to buy games that we get to play in Game Pass? What are you on about, bro?
Channel right here.
What?
Right there. 4 out of those 5 games are PlayStation games. So
he's calling them PlayStation games. That is how he's making this make sense for himself. He's calling these You see the Xbox logo? Thanks for watching. Xbox channel. These are PlayStation. No, they're Xbox games that PlayStation gamers can buy. That is crazy. That is crazy how you spin it on yourself, bro. In his own brain. He's like, since I can play these on PlayStation, they're PlayStation games, right? That's what PlayStation people think like. That is exactly a PlayStation mentality to think about. And that's why PlayStation is collapsing on itself. That is exactly why. Because they don't buy PlayStation games, essentially. Because nobody bought motherfucking Astrobot. All these PlayStation niggas, and nobody bought Astrobot. A PlayStation game. But he looks at an Xbox Developer Direct, and he was like, oh, those are going to be some great PlayStation games. Holy shit, bro. I'm done. I don't even need to see more. I do not need to see more, bro. That shit's scuffed. That is actually a sad reality to live in. You say you got everybody says about Team Ninja? Okay, fuck it.
On your very own Xbox channel. This is the Xbox channel. And 4 out of the 5, they talking about PlayStation games. 4 out of 5. The only one that hasn't been announced for PlayStation South of Midnight, in my opinion, is because the studio's small, so they can't do day-and-date development with PlayStation. But that game's going to end up appearing on PlayStation. You know, once they launch it, I wouldn't be surprised if they're already working on the PlayStation version. You know, come out 6 months, a year, whatever. You know, Compulsion Games is just too small.
But why does that matter? Why does it matter, bro?
And then especially they have to do pro enhancement, probably too much. But 4 out of the 5 content is PlayStation. Let's talk Team Ninja. Ninja Gaiden 4. And according to Cole Eastwood, you can check his tweet. Confirm the way I'm in Greenberg.
Don't know who the fuck that is either.
Ninja Gaiden 4 is Xbox first party. I'm not even going to argue with that. I'm like, cool.
Who the fuck is Cole Eastwood? Because he's a fucking dumbass too. This nigga said Team Ninja and Ninja Gaiden 4 is first party Xbox? Are you fucking dumb? That is a second party deal. Do they not know how gaming deals work? Then, I don't know who the fuck Cole Eastwood is, but he's a fucking dumbass too. Why the fuck is all these are the niggas that people get their gaming information from. He's a fucking idiot. He's following Cole Eastwood as. Who he said, oh, you see his tweet? Team Ninja and Platinum and fucking Koei Tecmo, nigga? That is a second party deal. Microsoft paid them to make a game for Microsoft. Like every fucking BioWare game before, those were second party deals. Those aren't first party games. Are you fucking stupid? Okay, bro.
In fact, cool. But that game is day and date on the PS5 with pro enhancement.
Okay.
Xbox first party, Ninja Gaiden 4, day and date, PS5, pro enhancement. Doom Dark Ages, day and date, PS5, pro enhancement. You even got Expedition 33. I don't think Microsoft's publishing it, but they probably made a deal to get it on Game Pass. But that game is also.
They definitely did. You saw the direct. You know that shit is going to Game Pass.
Pro enhancement. And then the Shadow Drop, Ninja Gaiden 2, Black, Shadow Dropped. But it's also Shadow Dropped on PlayStation, PS5.
Do he not know them bitches went to Steam as well? I don't understand where he... Like, what point are you trying to get to, bro?
And Shadow Dropped. Pro enhancement.
Yes, Xbox Shadow Drop games on PlayStation. When was the last time PlayStation Shadow dropped the game on PlayStation? When was the last time PlayStation had a event where they showed you 5 games you could play this year? They haven't done that in 4 years, buddy. The last time they did it, they gave you Concord. You threw that shit right in the trash, and they did it too. You said the way he wrapped this up is tough, though? I mean, I'm just skip to the end then, bro, because I don't know what the fuck he's getting on about.
Auto 6 when it comes out. Or new Assassin's Creed Shadows. I gotta buy those too. The games I want to play, gotta buy them. It's always been that way. Y'all scared of that money we're bringing to the table. Y'all scared of that PlayStation money. That PlayStation money is bigger than the Xbox fanboy money. So y'all think this virtual nonsense that y'all creating is somehow gonna change that. No, buddy. Go to your Xbox channel. Go look at your developer direct. 4 out of the 5 games, PlayStation. On your Xbox channel. Right? And I'm subscribed to it. Been subscribed to it.
He subscribes to the Xbox channel. He loves Xbox.
Stuff like that. Remember, I had the OG Xbox. 360 is great. I even had the Xbox One, even though it's dog shit. Right? But the Xbox One owning it opened my eyes. I'm like, man, this company fell the fuck off.
But now you're hyping up Xbox games on the PlayStation.
You're not sucking me again this gen. And I was right.
He was right, but he's watching a developer direct. Like, look, all these games I get to play on PlayStation. How are you right then? You said this company fell off. And now you're waiting for their games to launch on your platform so you can buy them, to play them. What delusional world do you live in? I can't understand people that interact with things that they don't enjoy. I've never got that mind. I never got into the mind of a person like that. I can't understand a person that be like, I don't like that thing, but you're going to follow its every move. You're going to know everything about that thing you don't like. You're wasting your time. That's how I see it. And for some reason, he think he's winning something by the thing that he don't like. He's spending money on it. I don't know.
Y'all scared of that PlayStation money taking over. The purchasing power. When that purchasing power on PlayStation is more than Xbox console gamers, Microsoft will power.
You see how he left out the PC gamer? You see how he purposely left out the PC gamer? Because the PC buying power is what Microsoft wanted the most. And they got that. When that money started flooding in, when Phil opened that gate, because remember, the Xbox money was low. He's not wrong about that. When Phil took over the Xbox One, there was no Xbox gamers to sustain the system. Because 90% of people left. They jump shipped to PC and PlayStation. That's true. But that was in 2014. This is 10 years later. Game Pass alone is making them billions of dollars a year. And they're still selling these games. Do you not understand? Like, the amount of money Microsoft is raking in on the software alone is crazy. So you could talk about, oh, Xbox isn't moving that much hardware. They don't have to anymore. They haven't had to in a long time. For 10 years, they knew hardware wasn't going to be the way for them. Microsoft is a software company first anyway. So they're just doing what Microsoft has been doing this whole time. They've been going against the grain of Microsoft for a long time. But now Microsoft was like, hey, bro, move that software like we do. How do you think Microsoft became one of the biggest companies in the world? One of the biggest tech companies in the industry. They don't make computers. They make computer software. They do also sell a computer, though. Why not? Motherfuckers not buying a Microsoft computer, but they are buying Windows. They are buying Windows. They are using Cloud Azure. What do you mean? They even bought Bing. They have Internet Explorer. People don't use them that much, but for some reason people just forgot Microsoft got that shit because they can. And for the people that do use them, they benefit from it. But for some reason he's saying Xbox gamers are scared that PlayStation gamers are going to actually buy the Xbox games. That is what Microsoft wants y'all to do, bro. Have you not been listening to Phil Spencer and the team, Matt Booty and them, for the last 4 years? They want y'all to buy these fucking games. So the Xbox fans don't have to. Oh my goodness. They're falling right into they're falling right into the trap that Microsoft set for them. What the fuck and these are the PlayStation fans that are like they're standing front center, bro. Telling all the other PlayStation fans, these are the guys that are leading the charge. They're like, yeah, go buy all these Xbox games. These Xbox gamers gonna hate it. How are we gonna hate y'all enjoying great games? It doesn't make sense. And the fact that y'all are buying them, even fucking better. I buy the ones that I really want, so I can get the PC version as well. I do have Game Pass. I have Game Pass for another 5 years. I don't have to buy Game Pass monthly. I'm already cooked up. What the fuck you mean? We're just happy these games get to keep coming out. And the more money Microsoft make, the more money everybody spends on Microsoft IP, the more games they get to make. And that's going to keep all the gamers happy. Nobody's going to be upset that PlayStation niggas get to buy Xbox games. No, nigga, we want you to buy them. Go buy old ass Halo. Halo Anniversary, go buy that shit. Halo 2, Halo 3, ODST, Halo 4, Halo 5, Halo Infinite. Go buy that shit. Because we need Halo Studio 343 to keep making Halo games. And they gonna do that shit with the more money they bring in from PC niggas, from PlayStation niggas, from Nintendo niggas, from Xbox niggas. If everybody's filling up Microsoft's bucket, how much is gonna be left for PlayStation? They always forget that part though. How much money is gonna be left for PlayStation when y'all are in y'all checkbook like, fuck, I gotta at least save at least $500 for Xbox releases this year. That shit's going to Xbox. PlayStation is going to be over there like, are you going to buy the next Horizon? No. What the fuck? We got Doom coming out. Are you going to buy the next Ghost of Tsushima? Fuck no. Fucking Ninja Gaiden's coming out. What do you mean? Like, when it comes to PlayStation on their own platform, they're asking their fans, can you please not buy these Xbox games? We need your money for PlayStation. And they're like, nah. Ninja Gaiden 4 looks too good. Nah. Doom the Dark Ages is looking too phenomenal for me to be buying Ghost of Yotai. Death Stranding 2. This is what Xbox is going up against on PlayStation. That conflict isn't happening on the Xbox side, though. Because nobody's competing with Xbox on Xbox. Xbox is dominating 100% of their marketplace. And nobody's going to be able to touch that. That's why people are like, oh, they're cannibalizing sales. PlayStation is scared of Xbox. Because they know if they go to Xbox right now, if they try to drop The Last of Us, they're not selling 20 million copies. You say it's strange if Xbox legacy titles move over to other consoles? But, I mean, the profitability of Halo on PlayStation is astronomical. Like the pros outweigh the cons so hard because Xbox's identity has been changed a long time ago. It's been changed a long time ago. So I mean, a lot of people think back and like, oh yeah, Xbox used to be this, Xbox used to be that. Xbox is this now. Xbox is gaming now. Xbox is all Microsoft has taken over gaming, and that's why Jim Ryan was flying around the world telling all the regulators, don't let them do this. Don't let Microsoft take over gaming. He was flying around for a whole year campaigning against Microsoft taking over gaming, and now PlayStation fans are welcoming that shit. Like, yes, Xbox, take all our money. And it's like, PlayStation is done, bro. If this is the face of PlayStation, PlayStation's cooked. PlayStation's definitely cooked. If this is what their core fan, like the deepest PlayStation fans are thinking about PlayStation's fucking cooked, bro. Because Xbox wants y'all to buy their shit. That's how capitalism works. We make product, you buy product, we make more product for you to buy. And they like, that's good. We like that. PlayStation's like, but I got product. Now PlayStation is second place on their own platform. Now motherfuckers is looking at PlayStation games like, you call that a $70 banger? Oh my goodness, give me Doom. Give me Call of Duty. That shit's crazy. Yeah, but business is business. Like, PlayStation's cooked on their own platform. And they can't say the same thing about Xbox. That'll never be the case for Xbox. On Xbox. Because all the other companies are scared that Microsoft has changed Xbox so much that the conventional way of gaming doesn't work on Xbox. And it's partly true. It's partly true. Call of Duty is the best-selling game of last year. It was only out for 2 months. It took 2 months to become the best-selling game of last year. Xbox gamers bought it, even though it was in Game Pass. PlayStation gamers bought it. PC gamers bought it, even though it was in Game Pass. So when developers look at that, they're like, but they could have made so much more money if Xbox gamers bought the game too. But how much more money are they going to make with the game being in Game Pass for the rest of time? Until the next Call of Duty come out. And motherfuckers are still buying Game Pass to play Call of Duty because they didn't buy the game. So people would have spent $70 on the game in 3 months anyway, buying that motherfucker in Game Pass. Like, playing it in Game Pass, they've already paid for Call of Duty. And they're going to continue to pay for Call of Duty. That's how Game Pass works. But on PlayStation, yeah, you pay $70 one time. You get to play it until the next one come out. You pay $70 again. But that money that PlayStation would have got from you buying Call of Duty and them having a deal with Activision, that's just dead. Now that $70 is getting split 70-30. And that 70 is going to Microsoft. Who's going to put that shit back into the studio? Oh, man. It's so bad that they don't understand how economics work. Like, money isn't infinite, bro. Like, it starts and ends somewhere. And Microsoft, one of the biggest companies in the world, is taking over the PlayStation platform, and they're allowing that shit to happen, bro. They're allowing it to happen, and it is like, it's almost saddening to me that the PlayStation fan has been warped so hard by what Xbox has done that they don't even see what they're doing. They don't even acknowledge it. They like, good games? So how can you be a PlayStation fanboy that strong and support Microsoft so hard? That is outrageous. That is fucking crazy. Because the Xbox niggas know. Like, I bought an Xbox because the hardware was good. Not because they were going to be producing Doom the Dark Ages. We didn't know Doom was coming. Doom was new. Doom is new. But I bought it because Quick Resume existed. Because FPS boost. Because I could go to Pinnacle Station on fucking Mass Effect 1. And no other platform can do that. That's why I bought an Xbox, bro. Game Pass. That's why I bought an Xbox. And that is going to be the way gaming is seen forever. Because that's how PC gaming has been seen the whole time. People bought PCs to play games. Not because there was games on PC. Because PC gamers be missing out on big games all the time. But that buying power is still astronomical. Remember, Rockstar is not releasing GTA 6 on PC. You think PC niggas are upset? No. They They got plenty of other fucking games to play. If they want to really play GTA 6, they go buy a fucking console to play it. But 90% of them are going to fucking wait. They're like, fuck it. GTA going to have to come to us. Because they're going to want to make that money. They know they're going to want to make that money. They want to maximize that profit so fucking bad. And PC gamers buy PCs because they want to have hardware capable of running all the games. Running every game they got at the max settings possible. Some of them just get into PC gaming because it's modular. Because they could customize it to their preferences. They could do whatever they want. They're not locked into any one system. PC gaming has always been an open platform. And Xbox is like, why don't we do that? Steam has made a lot of fucking money. So much money that they stopped creating their own fucking games. Just think about that. Valve used to make games. They used to make a lot of fucking games. CSGO used to be on console. People don't remember back in the day because they weren't gaming for real. CSGO is on 360. People think that's just a PC game. Valve put that shit on 360 back in the day. Valve used to make games. But then Steam got so popular because it was a platform friendly for all the gamers on PC that Steam didn't have to make games no more, bro. Then CSGO and motherfucking what is their mobile game called? Dota. And there's something else. Like those games carry Steam. And then all the other people just came to Steam. Like, oh, gamers love Steam. We want to sell to the gamers. And all the gamers are on Steam. So Xbox is like, why don't we just grow? Just like Steam did. Steam got so big that now if Steam makes another game, they just made Deadlock, that motherfucker was instantly one of the most popular games on Steam. Because Steam has so much goodwill with gamers that who's going to say no to Steam? Microsoft want that fucking goodwill because they lost all that shit during the Xbox One. And it's going to take a lot of work to get it back. So why don't they start? And they did. They made Game Pass. They made Play Anywhere. They start putting games on Steam. Why? Because gamers are there. And now that goodwill is starting to build up. It's starting to build up so fast that even PlayStation gamers are like, shit, I might have to fuck with Xbox games now. And that is a detriment to PlayStation. Because if Xbox keeps growing bigger, and they're not going to stop growing, they're going to keep maximizing this shit. They're going to partner with Steam. They're like, hey, bro, we can collab. We can get some work done for the gamers. And PlayStation over there with their closed platform, and they want to, oh, we'll nickel and dime you when we feel like it. They're going to lose the gamers. They're going to lose the gamers to the more gamer-friendly platform, which is going to be Xbox. And they don't see that shit. They just see like, oh, Xbox making games for PlayStation now. I guess they're third party. People don't see Steam as third party, bro. And Steam is technically third party. But people don't see Steam that way. And people haven't seen Steam that way in a long time. They haven't seen Valve that way in a really long fucking time. Because they've forgotten. Steam has gotten so big that they forgot Valve used to just be a person that made games. And now Steam Deck is here. The Steam OS is coming out. Microsoft was like, yeah, bro. We wanna be like Steam. That's a better place. And gamers love that shit. PlayStation, they gonna have to catch up. When? We don't know. Because PS6, if PS6 goes like the PS5 did, PlayStation is cooked. And PS6 is like, what, 3 years away? They're already completing the chip deal? They're already doing the chip deal? PlayStation, bro, they gonna have to find something to get the gamers back on their side, because it was so easy for PlayStation 4 because Xbox was doing so bad. Xbox was doing so bad that it got so easy for the PS4 to get the goodwill of the gamers. The motherfucking video where you hand the game case to your fucking friend killed Xbox ass back then, because Xbox gamers wasn't gonna be able to do that. That one thing right there took the goodwill from Xbox and handed that shit to PlayStation. But now what is PlayStation going to do? They don't have any goodwill. All they're making is remakes and remasters. They don't have the money. They don't have the funds. They're trying to make that shit somewhere else. And they're still trying to conform to this norm that is kind of dead. Especially for like high-end gaming. That's what PlayStation wanted to call it. If you want to be in high-end gaming, you're going to have to make some real money. And PlayStation is not making that money now. They were already complaining back then when they were making Spider-Man 2 and the prices are only going up. and their games are getting canceled and not being released. Come on now, bro. Come on now. The PlayStation platform is struggling financially, and PlayStation gamers are loving that shit because Xbox is they're taking full advantage of them. And they don't even see it. They don't even see it. They're taking full advantage of the PlayStation gamer having nothing to play. And Microsoft was like, hey, bro, we got plenty of software. Just buy that shit for $70, though. And we'll get you. If Xbox could put Game Pass on PlayStation, oh my goodness, it will ruin PlayStation S. And PlayStation knows. Nintendo fucking knows. That's why when Xbox went to Nintendo and was like, hey, we can give you a pared down version of Game Pass to put on Nintendo's console, they said, no, we don't do that over here. We just chill. We don't do that over here, Xbox. You gonna stay over there. You're not monopolizing you're not cannibalizing our store, bro. And PlayStation was like, we can see how it goes. That's when the Microsoft accounts start coming in. All PlayStation niggas got Microsoft accounts. They want to play Microsoft games. And Microsoft slowly turned PlayStation active users into Xbox active users. And they didn't even notice. PlayStation wanted to do that to PC, and they got shit on for it. Because they tried to do that shit brute force style. No, Microsoft just eased that shit in there. Little by little. They just sprinkled it in. Slowly turning them into Xbox niggas. And now they're Xbox niggas, bro. Now they're watching Xbox Directs, bro. They're following Xbox channels. They're watching Xbox media. They're buying Xbox games. And it's like, Microsoft won, bro. Microsoft won. In the end, Microsoft fucking won. Jim Ryan is at home pissed. Because he's like, this is exactly what I wanted to stop. And these fucking gamers let it happen. But on to the next topic, though. We can get off that shit. Because we got to talk more about the developer direct. Because that shit was wild. So, Doom, we talked about. That shit went the fuck off. The recommended specs. Hold on. Let's go back to the motherfucking recommended specs. The Doom the Dark Ages recommended specs is out fucking rageous. I could just go to Steam, but I'm gonna just pull this up. Because I mentioned this in my other video. That Doom the Dark Ages, their recommended specs are crazy. And I thought I had a good PC until Doom the Dark Ages showed their recommended specs. So for 1440p, 60 frames per second, high settings on PC for Doom the Dark Ages, you need at least a Zen 3. You said you already know it's going to be optimized crazy. Yeah, and that's the faith that people have in id Software, that these fucking specifications are concrete. They are set in fucking stone. You know the game is going to run like a fucking dream. Especially if you have the hardware to back it up. You're not going to have to worry. But look at these fucking specs, bro. i7, 12K. That's cool. GPUs, they coming in. You need at least 10 gigs of VRAM. So all those 8 gig cards, you're fucking cooked. All those 8 gig cards that motherfuckers be complaining that the Series S only got 10 gigs. All those 8 gig cards are fucked. They recommended 10 gigs minimum. That's Series S level. But all these developers coming out saying, oh, I can't optimize for the Series S. And you just don't know how to do your job. id Software is showing that shit right now. You need at least 10 gigs of fucking VRAM. But motherfuckers running that shit on an 8 gig card. And they land, oh, the Series S can't handle this. Are you stupid, bro? All VRAM is built the same. All VRAM is built the same. I mean, there's faster VRAM, slower VRAM, things like that. But the amount of VRAM you have, if you're running 8 gig cards and you're thinking like, oh, the Series S isn't capable of doing, shut the fuck up. You don't know tech. Let the experts talk. But yeah, fucking 10 gigs of VRAM, you need that shit. And you need a hardware, you need a ray trace GPU too. So they recommended the Radeon RX 6800 or at least a 3080. This is recommended, bro. This is just recommended specs. It is crazy. System RAM, 32 fucking gigs. And that shit took me out because I got 16 gigs of high powered RAM. I have 16 gigs of high power RAM, and this motherfucker like, go get 2 more sticks, buddy. What? Go get 2 more sticks, nigga, because there's not enough. Bro. What the fuck? 16 gigs is not enough, nigga. They recommend 32. Go get 2 more sticks, buddy. You need more RAM, nigga. You need more RAM for Doom the Dark Ages. And at least 500 gigs of fucking SSD storage. Because you need at least 100 for Doom to install, bro. Oh my goodness. This game is going to be big and beautiful as fuck. But these recommended specs are outrageous, Doom. And when I seen them the first day, after Doom the Dark Ages is Dev Direct, the next day they released the recommendeds. And I'm like, I mean, I got a 4070 Super. So recommended GPU, I'm above that. Recommended CPU, I think I might have I think my CPU is good enough. I think I got a good CPU. I might have to upgrade that motherfucking CPU now that I think about it. Just to be safe, I might just have to upgrade the CPU something crazy. But the GPU is where this shit's actually gonna matter. And that fucking RAM, I'm gonna have to get 2 more sticks, bro. I might as well just go get a whole 32 kit. Just go buy a whole 32 kit of high power RAM. I don't know how much it's gonna cost me. But I might have to make these upgrades. Because I don't even remember when the game comes out. I think it comes out like September or some shit. And I'm like, these recommended specs is gonna hurt a lot of feelings, bro. Because what people thought, like, oh, my gaming console, I mean, my PC is top notch. Shit, Doom the Dark Age is about to test the fuck out of it. I probably should play Doom before I upgrade, just to see like what my PC is capable of before, because I'm playing this shit on Xbox anyway. Actually, Doom comes out in May. Holy fuck, that shit comes out in May. I thought it came out in September. What the hell am I thinking now? I think that's Ninja Gaiden ass. But yeah, this is about to test the fuck out of my PC. So if I don't upgrade right now, and I just wait, I need to see how this shit performs against like the Xbox. Because Xbox Series X is definitely going to put this motherfucker through his paces. But, they're fucking shit up. Doom the Dark Ages looks so fucking good though, but those recommended specs are crazy. And I'm like, id Software is definitely the people. Because that used to be what Cry did. I mean, what Crytek did. And the Cry engine. They used to push hardware to the max, bro. They wanted to show niggas, like, if you want to run this game, you gotta have some motherfucking hardware behind you. And then CryEngine fell off. Crytek just went away. They stopped putting in good work. And developers didn't want to learn CryEngine. They didn't want to put the effort in to master that engine, and they didn't want to keep buying the license for it. So everybody made their own proprietary engines, things like that. And then UE5 just kind of filled in the blanks. It kind of just filled in the blanks. Unreal just came up with Epic, and they're like, all right, bro, we're filling the blanks. Everybody that don't want to work too hard, come to Unreal. We got you, bro. We'll give you a handout. You said you was shocked when Cry dropped on the Switch? You mean Crysis? I mean, because Crysis back then was like destructive to consoles. But then they made like a console version of it. So it's still a cut down version of like the original Crysis. It was good. I ain't seen Hendrix act in forever. It was good, bro. We talking about Doom the Dark Ages. This shit popping off. It's actually gonna slap. Those recommended specs are crazy. Recommended specs for Doom is gonna be massive. See, I'm kind of hyped for South of Midnight, even though South of Midnight isn't that big of a game, and so many other games were so big that they announced. You said, how have I been? I've been good, bro. I've been chilling. Still streaming when I can. Go to work. Have a good old time playing games, making content. You know, same old, bro. I got a whole routine. And we've been over here chilling. How have you been though? Cause you ain't been in stream in a minute. At least like 2 weeks, I think. I think it's at least been like 2 weeks. Maybe it's been 3. Cause I've been streaming quite a bit. But yeah, South of Midnight. I'm hyped for that. Like slightly. I think it's all the games look so good that South of Midnight kind of gets dropped off. And I was saying this, that like South of Midnight might have to just move on. Like if it moves out of April, I don't think anybody would be upset. Like if Composure, I know Composure worked hard, but like they might have to go somewhere else, bro. Because the slots are getting too full too fast. And if you want people to play South of Midnight, it cannot be next to Obscure. Motherfucking Expedition 33. Those should not be next to each other. Because motherfuckers gonna have to choose between South of Midnight and Obscure, especially if they're not in Game Pass. If they're not in Game Pass, they have to choose between one of those two games. South of Midnight is getting the short end of the stick. You said they got hit with a blizzard again? Yeah, because I have been hearing like they've been getting a whole lot of snow in the south. But the north is not getting snow because I'm on the north. We're not getting snow. Like we got snow like one time. It snowed quite a bit. And now the snow is all melting away. There's no ice. Like it has snowed again. I think that the temperature is kind of rising. So the south is getting pelted. You said hopefully you like the gameplay. See, I like the way the gameplay is set up because did you play what is it called? It was a little pixel game. How the hell am I blanking on the name right now, bro? Maybe because I ain't played it in a minute. But Sea of Stars. I have Sea of Stars, don't I? Yeah. Have you played Sea of Stars? It's in Game Pass right now if you haven't. You said Octopath? No, it's not Octopath. I mean, Octopath is kind of like that too, isn't it? Now that I think about it, Octopath is kind of like that. But Octopath is kind of different too because like they take turns. They take turns like I go, you go, then my teammate goes. So most of the time like your team goes and then their team goes. So I think it goes like that, like Persona is, like Shin Megami Tensei, things like that. Or like it's your team's turn, y'all all do y'all thing, and then their team turn. And then you like can block, parry, dodge. And that's just kind of cool because most games like that, they rely on like the agility stat or something to see if you're going to be evasive enough to dodge an attack on their turn, or if they dodge an attack on your turn because it's like, you know, accuracy and things like that. But in this game, you can actually just parry the fuck out of attacks. You can choose to parry the fuck out of attacks. That shit look crazy. Yeah. So that's why I said Sea of Stars. Because Sea of Stars is like a pixel game, but the combat is exactly like that. And it's interactive on the like attack side too. So like you could turn an attack that goes like, you know, a long range attack, and you could turn that motherfucker into a crazy attack, hit like 2, 3, 4 times, and kill somebody in one turn. Just because like you hit some prompts fast enough. Or you did it rhythmically enough. Like it's kind of like that. And that's why I'm so interested in Expedition 33. Because I play games like that. But no game with the budget that they're pushing for Expedition 33. because they're really pushing that game graphically, fucking creatively. It looks amazing, and the team, the way the team was talking about how they joined the squad to make this game was just so. That shit was so real. Cause he's like, yeah, bro. He called his bro from college. Man's quit his job that day. I'm going to develop a game, bro. That shit is outrageous. They got so much confidence, and their work looks so good that it's like I'm not gonna doubt them. And then they got that check from Microsoft, and they put that shit to good fucking use. Id Software and that Microsoft money looks so good. I think they're using Unreal Engine. I think it's a UE5 game. I think it's made it Unreal. I'm gonna look it up to make sure though. Hmm. I actually don't see what fucking engine they're using. Usually they post it. Damn, they got a steel book. I got a collector's edition. Got a PlayStation thing on there. They were just at the Xbox Developer Direct. But they selling outfits. Which outfits look kind of cool. Is that a real statue? Cause I might fuck around and get this like. I might fuck around and get this collector's edition. Cause I wanted the Dragon Age one so bad. And they hold me. They hold me for sure. Cause they canceled my shit. Oh yeah, it's using Unreal Engine 5. I found it. Unreal Engine 5. Found it. Secured the bag. This is why I go looking for gaming information. I'm real good at investigative journalism. I should probably make it my job. You said what games I'm playing in February? Oh, you know I'm playing Avowed, bro. Avowed is definitely my February game. I've been waiting on that motherfucker a long time. Like you see my Xbox background, bro. That's Avowed box art right there, bro. You said you would play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? I don't know. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the game director been on some whole shit, bro. When he was talking shit about BioWare, I can't let that slide, bro. BioWare's on my wall. He talked all that shit about Veilguard, bro, making fun of them. I don't know. I can't like a nigga like that. And then he got turned on, bro. The woke mob went at his ass because he got some gay sex scenes in his game. I'm like, I don't know. That nigga's a hypocrite to me. You talked all that shit about Dragon Age the Veilguard, and then you went on and got bullied by some niggas online. So I don't know. The game does look good though. It's not like I'm gonna hate on his game. Because Warhorse put in good fucking work for Kingdom Come Deliverance. That shit looks good. You said you would have died for BioWare. Not gonna lie, but they sold. No, Dragon Age the Veilguard was exactly what BioWare should be making. It's just BioWare. I think they're learning now that the gaming industry isn't the same. So what people, because BioWare, Dragon Age the Veilguard is exactly a game BioWare would have made in every possible way. It's just the way BioWare made games is kind of dead now. Cause I went back to play Jade Empire. I'm gonna put a video up. I went back to play Jade Empire, and I swear Like if you go play Jade, if you go play KOTOR, you know that like the way BioWare make games don't translate into nowadays. You said it's been about a decade, not gonna lie, and Veilguard's still kind of mid. I mean, if Veilguard came out, right, like in 4 years after fucking Inquisition, it would have popped. It would have popped. It wouldn't have mattered. But that time is long past. That time is long past. It definitely would have popped. I mean, it still popped though, because if it sold 3 million in 2 months, and motherfuckers said that's mid, I'm like, I don't know. Like even EA was like, yeah, it underperformed because they expected it to do like 10 million, like Inquisition did. But you gotta think, it's 10 years disposed from Inquisition. So like in game time and in actual reality, 10 years has passed since BioWare has produced something people wanted to play. And then BioWare still makes the same type of game they've always made. And then you play a BioWare game. Like if you stop playing BioWare games for that whole 10 years, because a lot of those people have. And you play a BioWare game, you're like, okay, like what else? And it's like, no, this is how BioWare make games. That means you don't like BioWare games no more. Like it's been 10 years, you go back to play a BioWare game. The same thing happened with Starfield, bro. People play a Bethesda game now and they're like, oh, this shit feels kind of like a Bethesda game. But to them, it just doesn't feel like it belongs in this time. But that's how Bethesda make games. So if you don't like Bethesda games no more, you just gotta bow out. They're not mid and trash. They're actually really fucking good. But the developer that you played that game, it feels like the game shouldn't be made in this time. Like if Starfield came out around like a couple years after Fallout 4, it would have popped. But it did not. The distance between games was so long that motherfuckers play different games. And they enjoy those type of games. So when they go back to these games, they're like, this is just not it no more. Your standards have raised. Or they've lowered. It depends on the style of game you played. Because a lot of people went from playing RPGs to walking through games for PlayStation. You said it might be the expectation? Yeah, because most people, when they think back on a game, and they think forward to a game, they do think they warp their own perception of the game. Because what people expected from Starfield, no developer in the fucking galaxy would have been able to produce that game. Not even a game close to that. And they start comparing it to like No Man's Sky. You know how shit No Man's Sky is? It got a 60 on Metacritic for a reason. You say you still love those old games? Yeah, you love the old games because the way you remember them. You didn't just hear what I said? The way you think back on games and the way you look forward on games warps your perception, bro. So you still enjoy those games because you remember enjoying those games. But think in this time, if you go back to an old game and that game released today exactly the same way, that game would get shit on. Your favorite game of all time, if it released tomorrow, nobody would like that game. That is exactly what people don't understand. Because the games back then were great back then. And you remember them being great back then. But if that game, your great game released today, nobody would like it. And I think that's what BioWare and them are going through right now. Because if BioWare released Dragon Age the Veilguard in fucking 2016, it would have popped. But this is not 2016, bro. This is not 2016. So people don't like 2016 no more. And these games are taking so long to make that they're kind of getting stuck in there. Like you can feel that what era the game came from. You know when they start making that game. And you can feel it in the game. But if you don't like that style of game no more, like I was still playing BioWare games. I was still playing Anthem and shit before Dragon Age the Veilguard came out. So I knew exactly what type of game it was going to be. But a lot of people went to go play other games. And then they came back to a BioWare game and was like, okay, this is definitely not it. Yeah, because it would feel like ass now. Like, to today's standards, your favorite game would be shitty. And a lot of people don't understand that. Why? Because when they look back, they're like, oh, these games are so great. You would go play them and still enjoy it. Why? Because you already remember how you used to feel playing this game. But let a new person play your favorite game right now. They would be like, this shit fucking suck. Who enjoyed this shit? And then you will be pissed. You will be smacking the shit out of them because there's no way you're talking down on a masterpiece of the past. But it's not a masterpiece in today's standards. So BioWare used to make masterpieces. We know that. They got a whole fucking lineup of amazing games. But if those games released nowadays, they all would get the same reception that Veilguard got. Maybe even worse. Because remember, Veilguard is still the second highest rated Dragon Age game of all time. It's still the second highest rated Dragon Age game of all time. So if Dragon Age 2 released nowadays, that game is getting their studio shut down. And people think Veilguard was a failure. They don't remember the way Dragon Age 2 was perceived. When that game launched, you said it depends on everything was the same. That's what I'm saying. Nothing changed. Everything is exactly the same. If it released today, the game is getting shit on. And once gamers kind of understand that factor, they can see games for what they really are and not what they expect them to be. Because if Dragon Age actually failed, it failed with Dragon Age 2. Even though Dragon Age 2 is one of my favorite Dragon Age games, Hawk is one of my favorite main characters from BioWare. I know that game didn't perform well, and they still came back and made Inquisition. And it dominated the charts. It won Game of the Year. So I know what failure looks like. We all know what failure looks like. And Dragon Age the Veilguard is not a failure. It just didn't pop. It wasn't popular. That's fine. It didn't fail, though. It didn't fail. And a lot of people don't know how to take that motherfucking veil off to understand what failure really is. Concord was failure. When PlayStation dropped Concord and shut that shit down in 10 days, that's failure, my nigga. That game failed. Dragon Age the Veilguard didn't fail. It underperformed, though. I'm not going to say, like, oh, it popped the fuck up because they expected Dragon Age to be bigger. Because it used to be bigger 10 years ago. And they got to understand the market is shifted, buddy. The market is definitely shifted. And your memory of the market and what the actual market is are not going to be aligned. But if you're not growing with the market, then you're going to be stuck in the past. It was good, bro. We're just ranting about BioWare and Dragon Age. But yeah, like South of Midnight definitely needs to move out of April. I'm going to need that to happen. I'm going to need Microsoft and BioWare. I mean, not BioWare. Microsoft and them to make that shit happen. You said ultimate failure was the Wii U. And yeah, but they felt that. So when they failed with the Wii U, the Switch was created. And imagine if they didn't fail with the Wii U. They would have never learned anything and the Switch would have not came. You said you would have been fine with a remake of Dragon Age Origins? No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Because, see, that's what I was saying, bro. That's what I was saying. Ace, bro. If Dragon Age Origins came out today, the game would get shit on, bro. You said, why people, how the gaming industry crash? It's not necessarily. Yo, Bean, you said you told you 8 months ago, back when two developers come together to make a game is one of the best current. High key, I remember you say, oh shit, I remember you saying that, bro. And it ended up being fucking Platinum and Team Ninja. That shit's crazy. Yeah, that's why when people were talking about the Oblivion remake, when they were talking about the Oblivion remake, I'm like, half of me, like the fanboy side of me, because Oblivion is my favorite Elder Scrolls game, I would buy that motherfucker in an instant. But then you gotta think about it. Nobody liked Oblivion back in the day for a reason, bro. So imagine Oblivion comes out now. Me, myself, I'm enjoying the fuck out of it. But then you see the whole gaming media shitting on your favorite game because it's not Skyrim, bro. And I love Oblivion because it's not Skyrim. But to think, if your favorite game dropped, like if Origins came out right now, and motherfuckers went to that shit, you said Loki be insidiously convincing you shit is terrible. I mean, that's because they try to influence the younger audience. Like I just show me enjoying games. That's why I don't be hating no mini games on the platform. Yeah, if Mass Effect came out today, like if OG ME1, cause look, easy. I could just take a trip to Metacritic real quick. Let's take a trip to Metacritic because this is the best way to show you what the young people think about your favorite games like nowadays. Like let's go to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It got rated at 87 on Metacritic. Let's go look at the fucking reviews for like normal gamers, bro. Like just random users. Let's go look at the mixed. How do you filter this by mixed? Because you know like the fans are gonna be there. But let's go to like the young people that like played this shit and was like, this motherfucker scuffed. And you're like, God damn. Because you wouldn't see it the same way. Yeah, like it's definitely dated, but I play the fuck out of Mass Effect so much that like it doesn't feel dated to me, like specifically. Because I still play those. But people that don't play them, look how they talk about your favorite games, bro. Like, it's like, God damn. And some of these people never played the game before. You said, it starts off, it's okay. What? It's just okay? You said, hell, even Dragon Age Inquisition feels dated, and it was 10 years ago. Yeah, like, the way the gaming industry is advancing, the rate is so rapid, bro. So like 10 years ago, you don't think like, okay, that's that old. But people that play a 10-year-old game now, they be like, this shit, it feels like ass. Like, it's not good. And it's like, bro, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. Because like now Black Myth Wukong and shit is out. Elden Ring is out. Everything's so motherfucking fast and fluid. This motherfucker not even in. All these contain spoilers. What the fuck? I can't even read this shit. Okay, a lot of these I can't fucking read them. Don't really like the engine, the extra concepts, the higher beings, none of the conform. You say it just cut my game experience. How can you not like what Mass Effect is did, bro? Like I don't understand. You said people experience games differently, especially PC gamers. I mean, yeah, because there's a subsection of PC gamers that never played a game. Just a raw game. Think about that. There's PC gamers out here that has modded every game they've ever played, so they've never experienced a raw game, bro. Like imagine you have a PC gamer sit down and play Dragon Age Origins on an Xbox, like an OG Xbox. We know Xbox 360. Get them a 360 controller and say play Dragon Age Origins. They be like, why the fuck does the game look like this, play like this, feel like this? Because they've altered the game so much personally for themselves that they've never played BioWare's game. They never played BioWare's game. They've played the version of the game that they created for themselves. And most of them never played BioWare's game. Have them sit down and play the 360 version of Origins, and they'd be like, okay, I kind of see what people thought. Because they haven't played the game for themselves, bro. You said I need to play Sekiro now before Ninja Gaiden 4? For perspective? I need to see what all they borrow from the game. See, I never played Sekiro because that shit look kind of outrageous, nigga. This is kind of outrageous. See, I might have to fuck around and play it though. You said because of Assassin's Creed, every modern game on some level has vertical movement and traversal. Any game lacking it feels dated. That is a thing, bro. Like just random action stealth game with like grass in it you can hide in. You said Dragon Age Origins dead ass run better on Xbox anyways. PC doesn't have the actual game. I mean, EA released it on Steam, didn't they? I think they just released it on Steam. You would have to get it from EA. But yeah, like if they played the Xbox version of Dragon Age Origins, they would understand what BioWare actually produced. And not what they played on PC, what they customized to play themselves on PC. And a lot of them don't want that experience anyway. They're like, fuck it, I'm gonna just keep my experience I crafted. You say it's the best game Souls guys ever played? Fuck. I'm about to look up Sekiro, bro. It did win Game of the Year. And it's wild. Activision published that game. Why the fuck is it not in Game Pass yet? Activision should own that shit, don't they? Or do Miyazaki still own it? I might have to fuck around and get Sekiro, bro. Just to try it out. Just to try it out. See if I hate it or not. If I start getting my ass beat, bro, I'm gonna be upset. You start climbing up everything, hopping on buildings. Ubisoft used to be innovated. Yeah, Ubisoft kind of fumbled the bag when their style of game just became like the norm. Because the stealth element style of game became the norm. That's why Horizon thrived. That's why Ghost of Tsushima thrived. Because they're Assassin's Creed games. You said definitely gonna get beat. See, I didn't get beat when I played Elden Ring. Yeah, he's not gonna disrespect that nigga Miyazaki. That's for sure. But there's a lot of Activision games that's not in Game Pass yet. Like Prototype need to make their way into Game Pass so I can play the second one. You said you had to go play Sifu to learn how to play Sekiro? Oh, fuck, bro. If it's worse than Sifu ass, I'm getting my ass beat. Y'all see my Sifu video? I was playing in a cloud, so I really didn't have the native experience, but I was getting beat on, bro. And the game bugged out on me, so I kind of left the game and didn't go back. But I played it in the cloud. The latency wasn't too bad, so I can't blame that. But I got shit on, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. That shit put me to work. You said Sifu was not Sekiro? But I mean, if it's like if you gotta get timing, like Sifu's timing is picture perfect, bro. You gotta have picture perfect timing to actually like play through Sifu and not get your ass beat. You said the timing is the same? See, I'm gonna have to get this fucking Sekiro, bro, and play it. I'm gonna have to get that shit and play it. But they need to put more Activision games in Game Pass anyway. I want to play the Prototype 2. Cause look, I played Prototype 1, enjoyed the fuck out of it. But when they scrap Alex Mercer as the main character, I was pissed. Not even gonna lie, I was pissed. I boycotted myself on the game, did not play it. My little brother was like, hey, it's not bad. They made Alex a motherfucking villain. I was like, Alex the villain, nigga? Oh, I'm pissed. After all the shit we did, stopping Blacklight, they gonna make my nigga the villain? They gonna tarnish my nigga's reputation like that? They tarnished my nigga's reputation. They made this nigga Alex Mercer a villain, bro. He was just kidnapping motherfuckers for no reason. He was turning motherfuckers Blacklight. I was like, why y'all do my nigga like that? They really did him like that. You said I sound like a Last of Us fan after part 2? But that's real, though. Like when you play through a game, bro, you like, okay, this nigga Alex Mercer can get at least 3 games. He could have had a trilogy for sure. But then they disrespect the fuck out of him in the next game. Why would you do that? Because you want to kill the franchise. That's exactly what they did. Nothing came after Prototype 2. They had nothing after Prototype 2. It was cooked. And the same thing for The Last of Us Part 2. Because after you ruined your standing with the fans. One of their favorite characters, you disrespect him so hard. His writing was off. They all knew his writing was kind of off. Why would Joel do these things? He's not like that. And then you ultimately body this nigga for the next main character. And it's like, you lost it, bro. You said Joel had it coming. I mean, yeah, Joel had it coming. But like, did it have to be the way that they did it? Because Joel almost died a couple times in Last of Us 1. I've seen my homeboys didn't play the game. That nigga almost dies so many times, it's crazy. How the fuck did Ellie survive when that nigga almost died so many times? You said the way you break people down in Sekiro is unmatched? See, I never played it. I've seen Sekiro be played before. But I've seen it be played by like elite gamers. They like dominate in those type of environments. You say he didn't have to do what he did. Joel fucked up for sure, bro. I never liked The Last of Us because of what Joel did. Because in all reality, it doesn't make sense, bro. Like, you're a weird ass selfish nigga at that point. But people that do like Joel and they what do you call it? They sympathize with Joel and the way he attached himself to Ellie, that they're like, okay, bro, I understand. Like, we'll get through this together. And then they ruin that nigga's fucking life so fast. Those people are, I mean, they have a right to be upset. Joel was the villain, though. But in Alex Mercer's case, he did nothing wrong. They wronged this nigga from the beginning to the end of the game. They kept wronging this nigga Alex, bro. And he didn't turn. And then all of a sudden, the next game comes, and y'all like, oh yeah, by the way, Alex turned. What? You can't just do that shit off screen, bro. That is why I didn't like Prototype 2. Because they off-screen that nigga. Why they off-screen turn that nigga evil? Why couldn't we be the reason he go evil? That is all I was thinking. Like, why couldn't I see what turned Alex into a goddamn demon? Nope, they didn't give us that. Yeah, you forgot he was experimenting on? Yeah. They did that nigga Alex dirty the whole fucking time. And he, like, when he was losing his memory, when they gave that nigga fucking blacklight cancer, and you was running around, your body was rejecting you. Like, we've been through a lot with this nigga Alex, bro. His life was in our hands, and we had to shape this nigga into who he became. And then the developers was like, yeah, y'all remember that nigga Alex y'all built? Fuck that nigga. We got this new guy, and he hates Alex. He's gonna kill him. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Prototype's dead. Bring that shit back. Like, rewind it back. That nigga Alex is up next, bro. He's gonna be the mascot that Xbox needs in the superhero space. Or they could just go buy Rocksteady ass and make them make Batman Xbox. But we don't really need that. We all seen what Rocksteady did to Batman. They don't really care no more. Yeah, like, Joel has ruined the cure for humanity because he liked the little girl a little bit too much. Is still crazy as hell. But they're like, oh, it's maternal instinct. Or paternal instinct, whichever one you want to use. He's like, oh, he's a parent protecting his kid. First off, it's not his kid. Second off, he took the fucking job. He knew what he was leading him towards. And all the near-death experiences he had, he wanted to finish that job more than anything. And right when he was going to finish the job, he changed his mind. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I would have smacked the shit out of Joel ass. But some people, they agree with what he did. I'm not one of them. That's why I don't agree with what the fuck they did to Alex. What the fuck you do that to Alex for? I'm not buying your game. You ruined this nigga. On purpose. They did it on purpose, bro. You said if they do remakes of both Prototype 1 and 2, you would like Prototype 2 better? I mean, I heard the game was good. I never heard it was bad. Like, the people that actually play the game that knows me, they said, you should definitely play the game. No matter how much they hold this nigga Alex. They refined the gameplay, the city, the story was actually pretty cool. With the I forget his name. Because he worked for the people that Alex hated. And that nigga like survived. And he got blacklight from Alex. And that's why he was so OP. But like the things they did in Prototype 2 I heard were really fucking good. Was it changing my mind on boycotting it? Fuck no. What you do to that? What you do to my nigga Alex, bro? What you do with my nigga Alex? But I understand that for gameplay and story and like growth of Prototype's name, they did a whole lot of things good in Prototype 2. Even that nigga powers were kind of OP compared to Alex. And I'm like, y'all made this nigga better than Alex? It made me even more upset, bro. Because I'm like, y'all, not only did y'all make my nigga Alex a goddamn demonic being, which he wasn't. He retained his humanity and he conquered Blacklight. Not only did y'all turn my nigga, y'all made his replacement 20 times better than him at everything that Alex had to do. Bro, when Prototype 1 starts, Alex is like a little toddler, bro. You watch this nigga learn to walk and talk and read and write. You taught this nigga so much. You're literally his dad. You're like God, and Alex is fucking Jesus Christ. You created this nigga to be the very best. And then you watch this nigga go get crucified by some other niggas. And it's like, do y'all not know what the fuck you just did? That is how I see it, bro. That is how I see it. You said Alex was a menace to the second guy? No, Alex was not the same dude, bro. Because Alex wasn't just a menace to people. You gotta play Prototype 1 and you gotta see it from Alex's perspective, bro. His company, his people. You said that's why the next was stronger. I mean, I understand. That's what I'm saying, bro. In all actual reality, the second game was supposed to be the better game in every way. But why sacrifice Alex to do that? That is all I'm saying, bro. You didn't have to sacrifice Alex to do that. But the way Alex made this nigga the second iteration of Blacklight, it was accidental. Because Alex was doing some fuck shit. Alex was just out here just rampaging. This nigga was there to kill him. Alex beats the shit out of all of them. You said I like being an anti-hero? It's not just the anti-hero thing. It's just Alex was misunderstood. And once you kind of understand how he was being done and why he's doing the things he do, he never did shit just like for the fuck of it. Because Alex was a scientist. That nigga was smart. He was talented. And he just so happened to get Blacklight and he was gifted. But then all the shit that they did to him after that, he did some cruel ass things. So you have to kidnap motherfuckers, steal information, destroy government property. You did a whole lot of crazy shit. But in the name of trying to figure out what the fuck the government was doing to y'all in the first place. So like the anti-hero thing worked for him. But when they showed him in the second Prototype game, that anti-hero shit was dead. That nigga was a pure villain. But I understand the perspective was changed to a nigga that thought he was evil anyway. So everything Alex did was seen through a lens of a person that thought he was good versus evil. But some of the shit he did was literally just evil. It is like, Alex, you have no reason to be doing that shit. He's doing it anyway. He's doing it anyway because that's how that nigga perceived him, and that's how the story wanted him to be perceived. They made that nigga into an actual demonic being. No humanity at all. That shit was gone. And I'm like, Alex, bro, nigga, that's not who I created, bro. You're not the nigga I made. No, they made him somebody else. Cause it wasn't him, bro. When my nigga had fucking blacklight cancer, and he was creating that, the little like blacklight beast to cure himself. That's a human trying to survive right there. If he was a demon, he would have just went to go rampage and kill everybody. I'm dying anyway. He wasn't a beast. He was a man. Second game, Alex was not that same nigga, bro. And the writers made sure of it. You said Prototype was a modded version of Ultimate Hulk game? Yeah, we all knew that. Because we all played the Incredible Hulk game back in the day. Me and my brother played the fuck out of Incredible Hulk back in the day. So when Prototype came out and we saw this nigga leaping up buildings, throwing cars, we like, this nigga's beast. That nigga's real good because we played the Incredible Hulk, bro. The Incredible Hulk game was so good that we were upset Incredible Hulk didn't get more games. But then Prototype was the spiritual successor of that technology, and it worked. And the story was phenomenal because Hulk can't really have a story. My nigga Hulk don't talk to niggas. Everybody want to kill him because he's the Hulk. It was one of those things. So Alex being a more human and a more grounded protagonist with the same rampaging ability made Prototype what it was. And then they ruined it. And then they literally ruined it. But hey, they can learn from their mistake. They can rewind it back, start Prototype 1, give us Alex back, and then erase the other nigga, bro. Or just make a dual story. Like, do what they did with Halo 5, but do that shit with Prototype 2. I just need to see what the fuck Alex was doing to understand what the fuck Alex was doing. I need to see it from Alex's side. Because if I really have to hate this, if he was really that nigga doing that crazy shit for no fucking reason, then I can understand why the game is like that. But when you don't get to understand what the fuck Alex is doing in this game, everything he says to the other main character is so cryptic that it's confusing you on purpose. And he's actively feeding this nigga information to get more power on purpose. And it's like, Alex, what the fuck is the big idea? You don't know. And then you gotta kill that nigga Alex. Spoiler alert, that nigga Alex gets bodied by this nigga. And you absorb Alex. What? You absorb Ground Zero number 1? Come on now, bro. Come on now, bro. It's just one of those things. It's one of those things. And I'm like, I can't forgive y'all for this. I can't do it. I might go play, like, if the second game drops in Game Pass, whenever it does, I probably will go play that shit. Pause? What are you pausing? Because he absorbed Alex? What? See, I don't think I said anything pause-worthy. But you might have just interpreted something kind of off. I don't know. I was saying a whole lot of things. But yeah, I don't understand what the hell they thought they were doing. But we definitely needed Alex's perspective in that second game to make it make sense on why Alex needed to be gone. Because we could understand why motherfuckers hated Joel. You said what Activision on? I don't know. Cause we don't know much about what Activision is doing with their IPs. Because it's going to take a while for Microsoft to like siphon through all of this shit. Try to figure out what they want to use, what they don't want to use, what goes in the vault. And then what they're going to boost Game Pass with. Because every Activision game that drops in Game Pass is going to be a boost to Game Pass. Motherfuckers are going to want to come play this shit. From Tony Hawk to motherfucking Sekiro, if that shit ever comes. Miyazaki, hit their ass up. To Prototype. To all the Blizzard shit that they got. All the Diablo games. Like, that shit is going to boost Game Pass. We don't know how much, and we don't know when they want to do that. You said at least it's not like Sasuke absorbing Orochimaru. That shit was weird as fuck too, bro. But Orochimaru did that shit on purpose. Because he wanted to catch that nigga vulnerable so he can body snatch that nigga. Which it made sense. In all reality, by the time they unveiled that part, it made sense. The thing with Prototype is they never unveiled what the fuck he was doing. You said, don't I play on PC? Yeah, I got PC. I play on there sometimes. I don't play on there all the time. I play on Xbox 90% of the time. But yeah, I got a PC. I should play on PC more. But I'm a console nigga at heart, bro. PC is a great platform, but Xbox's console is good. That motherfucker's good. I get in and out of games swift. And I think that's what I enjoy the most. But my versatility, my PC versatility, that shit's kind of fire. I'm kind of picking up on keyboard and mouse a little bit. I'm not relying on the controller so much. But I like controller and I like simplified platforms. That's why I still got an Xbox. But when like if that ever changes, I don't think it will for a long time. I'm gonna still keep upgrading my PC, getting new parts, things like that, to continue to keep up to date with new things, especially when games don't come to Xbox. Cause like Fate X Samurai don't come to Xbox, bro. It's not an Xbox game. I have to play it on PC. You said getting through PC has been way easier. Yeah, I mean PC game is becoming more and more accessible, which I think that's why the PC fan base is growing faster than console ones are. Because consoles are still, plain and simple. But as you get older, you kind of do want to do like some modular shit. You want to see what the gaming industry has to offer outside of what the console space is providing, and then you go to Steam, everything is there. You said what's the? Oh, you talking about Ned, bro? That's my boy Ned. That's my boy Ned. It's signed by all the employees at work. That's my boy Ned, bro. He used to be over there in the corner. Y'all never seen him because he used to be like in the window. But then I had to move it because I had to put new curtains and stuff up. So like my lighting wouldn't be all fucked up. And yeah, that's my boy Ned, bro. That's me right there, signed next to Ned, and then all the employees signed it. That's my boy Ned. His antennas do like pop over my head, bro. That's the boy Ned. He a real dog. I need to put Adele ass back right there, cause she's in the living room. I got to get Adele back up there. I got some art I need to put up on the wall. I'll get to that eventually. Like that new like poster art right there is like made by a college student. That's just kind of good. It's like a stamp art thing though. So it's like a canvas and he like steps it's like a print. He stamped that shit on there in red ink. I wish he had a green one, but he didn't. And that motherfucker's fire. That's why I put it up there next to Dragon Age. Cause I'm a collector of like nice work, things I enjoy. I'm like, fuck it, I got that. You see my old ass camera right there. That flash will blind the fuck out of nigga. Cause that's like old fashioned flash, bro. Like you hear it charge up and everything. Like it charges up and then that motherfucker flash bang the shit out of you, bro. You be seeing spots for like 10 minutes. So yeah, that motherfucker sit over there with my game cases. But yeah, I need to go find, what is it called? You said about Velgar's art book? I did not. Because them motherfuckers are like, I mean, I guess I could go try to find one now. Because there might be people trying to sell them. But when I tried to get the collector's edition of the game and stuff, they canceled my order. So I was like, okay, fuck it. But I mean, if people are selling, I can go look up if they're selling them. Because from the pages I seen of the art book, that shit was actually kind of fire. Like what Velgar could have been and what Velgar we got, I understand Velgar would have been a whole lot better if the character models, and especially if Calpurnia was actually a companion in Velgar, that shit would have actually popped. That shit would have actually popped. If Calpurnia was a companion, if they kept Tosh as a bad bitch with 2 axes, that shit would have been tough. And there was a whole lot of other companions that they had that they just like kind of scuffed. Velgar would have definitely been a better game. But I think it still would have got the same hate though. Like if it was still written the same and it still played the same, I think people would have still disliked it for the same reasons. Because the way the characters talked to each other, everybody was just so nice. Motherfuckers hated how nice Velgar was. And I don't know. But even if all the characters were better looking, I think they still would have hated it because everybody was just too nice to each other. You said Tosh would have been chose? Tosh would have definitely have been chose. Yeah, that shit was like, I mean, I still would have gave Scout Harden a try. But the way they killed Scout Harden, oh my goodness. I can't forget BioWare ass, bro. The way they killed Scout Harden, bro, I don't want them to ever make a dwarf like that ever again, bro. Just have a drunken ass dwarf all the time. Cause they kind of ruined the dwarven part when Scout Harden get her ass body like that. And it's like, come on now, bro. And they wrote that shit into the story so fucking, they weaved that shit in so well that it's like, I can't even be mad that they did it, but they fucking did. But it was the right choice. Oh yeah, Until Dawn got their first movie trailer from Sony. And I haven't seen it yet. But I do want to pull that motherfucker up and watch it. Go on and pull this motherfucker up, buddy. What the hell? Why is it not working? I'm trying to get that shit to work. Give me Until Dawn. From PlayStation. Because PlayStation ain't got no games coming, but they definitely got movies and TV shows. You said drunk dwarfs are cool? Yeah, like if Agra and them is still around, like just give me a drunken raging dwarf, bro. Because like if you gonna give me Scout Harden and you gonna body her ass because you can, I'd rather have Agra. That's my nigga, bro. He be chilling, he be drunk as fuck, he's funny. But nah, they did Scout Harden ass dirty. But yeah, let's watch this Until Dawn trailer. Because like Until Dawn, I played that game when it came out, PS4. Spectacular. They remade it, kind of ruined it a little bit, but they're making a movie, so they have to promote it somehow. And you said Darvin got killed in your run? Oh, so you chose him to lead the scout team? And see, that's the thing, bro. Like if you choose Darvin as to die, I mean choosing to lead the scout team, I guess it's cool. And then he dies, and it's kind of, you said a sign went with him. He lost a griffin too. See, that's kind of bad. That's kind of bad. But Scout Harden was like the right choice, and BioWare know that most people are gonna choose Scout Harden to lead that scout team because she's already led scout teams for 10 years at this point. She's one of the best scouts in the world at this point. Why not put her on that scout team? That's why I hated it so much, because they know that all the like returning fans were like, Scout Harden is definitely the best for the job. There's no way she's not. That's like not sending Tally through the vents to open the door. Like, come on now. You send Tally through that fucking vent. You don't want her to die, but you're definitely sending Tally through that vent. And if you don't send Tally through that vent, somebody's getting killed. But Scout Harden, I thought she was the best for the job, and she was. And she got killed. Just like when Nev, I thought Nev was the best for the job because she worked with these glyphs before. You said Legion? Legion was an option? Legion probably would have been a better option, actually. High key, Legion might have. No. I mean, at least Legion wouldn't have burned to death because she was in there like, it's hot as fuck. But Legion probably wouldn't have cared. You said, yeah, he lives. I mean, Tally still lives. But it's because she can't die. Like, I think she's one of the companions that can't die through that run anyway. Unless everybody dies. So, like, if Tally does die, I think everybody end up dying at that point. Because, like, there's key people that you put in position, so then they always win. And that's why Thane, I think Thane and who else are the ones that die the most. Like, if you try to send Thane through there, I think he always dies. If you try to send Morden through there, I think he always dies. So, like, those are, like, the fragile people on the team. Even though Morden's one of the smartest niggas in the world, he can't do that part and live. But Legion makes sense. Legion definitely makes sense. I kind of want to play Mass Effect 2 again because of that. But see, if Veilguard did more of that, like, if they did more of that, like, send the companions here, do this type thing, I think people would have enjoyed the game more, because at the end of the game, everybody I know at the end of the game actually popped for them. The end of the game was actually fire for them. They enjoyed that shit. But there was a lull. There was a big ass lull in between choosing which city gets destroyed and the end of the game, where like you feel like almost nothing happens. You said Death Stranding could easily be transformed into a movie? See, Death Stranding is, because I think that's how they built the game anyway. They made a movie and then they made that shit into game form. Because that's why they like had all these actors, like actual actors. They put their ass in his position. And then like all those overarching walks that he does, you can easily make that into like one of those scenes where like they kind of like show you the progression of a person. And they have so many sponsorships in this shit. The story for Death Stranding, from what I played, was actually kind of good. Because you're kind of like unraveling this nigga's life, even though you're playing as him. You said should just save money and make movies? I mean, they have with like Craven and shit, but them motherfuckers been flopping too. So Sony's movies division with Columbia has been failing. The PlayStation division with gaming has been failing. Is like they're in a whole lot of predicaments. But they have some good IPs to make some movies out of. Like if Helldivers got a TV show, I think it is getting a TV show. Or it might be getting a movie. I forget what they announced. That shit might actually pop. Because we all seen how... What is it called? The Bug movie back in the day. Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers popped for me as a kid. Like that shit was amazing. It was so crazy when I watched it. So like Helldivers being in that same vein would definitely work. And I think a lot of people would agree with that. But there's so many things that could go wrong. If the CGI is kind of off, like if they don't spend enough money on the IP, I think it would fail. Because they would have to have a high production like team making the fucking Helldivers. Because people would want to see them come out of the ship, drop to the ground, come out the pod. And I know that CGI is going to cost a lot of fucking money. You say you don't know what they were thinking with the Twisted Metal show? I didn't even see the Twisted Metal show. I heard it was bad, though. And I played Twisted Metal Black as a child on PS2. So I remember like Dollface and Ajax and the clown. I forget the clown's name. But I remember those characters' backstories because after you win the Battle Royale, or like the Demolition Derby, and you start progressing their character and you get their backstory and you get their like future story. So like Ajax was trying to like get his body back because he was just like a torso and his arms were connected to fucking big ass metal wheels. And Dollface was stuck in this mask and she was like, I forget how long. And you get to get her mask removed after you win the Demolition Derby. There were like so many characters in Twisted Metal were so cool. And I don't know what the fuck Sony did with the show. They should definitely bring the game back. But I don't know how the gameplay would translate to today's time. Because I don't think people would want a battle royale with cars. I mean, they could. They got Rocket League. Twisted Metal might just work. But I think it would have to be in a bigger multiplayer setting. I don't think single player Twisted Metal would work. But yeah, let's watch this trailer real quick.
I'm looking for my sister. Does she look familiar to you?
She's gone missing.
I didn't say that. Do a lot of people go missing around here?
Hold on, bro. That was already scuffed. Cause why was her response like that? Cause he asked a question, and she said, "I never said that, bitch. Why are you so defensive?"
Gone missing.
I didn't say that.
What the fuck was that dialogue? He asked a question. Is she gone missing? You could have said yes or no. But she responded like he said, oh, she's missing, like he knows something. He didn't say that. He asked a motherfucking question. Okay.
Do a lot of people go missing around here?
Up the road.
You said nobody wanted Destruction All-Stars?
Those were the first people here in years.
Looks like it too.
Weird. That's my sister's signature. Oh, shit.
Guys, check it out.
What happened to these people?
Where's my car?
Where's Megan?
fucking murder. And now we're here again.
So the night is just gonna repeat itself.
I don't remember that happening last time.
Please let me out.
Holy shit. Every night, something new is trying to kill us.
What is that?
How many more deaths do you have in you?
Nobody's made it past 13 nights.
If we want to survive, we have to make it until dawn. What is that?
What the fuck are we
I'm
watching?
just gonna grab it. Don't move.
Yeah.
Is that a worm in her shit?
Oh, what? Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
What?
It's still in my face.
What the fuck did we just watch? Okay, that shit was trash. This shit, like, this movie is ass, bro. What the
I'm
fuck?
looking for my sister. Does she look familiar to you?
She's gone missing.
I didn't say that. Do a lot of people go missing around here?
That was a weird ass interaction. I understand. That shit's weird as hell.
Up the road. That's why people get into trouble.
Those were the first people here in years.
But why is it rewinding time? Why is it supernatural paranormal shit going on? Because the game is grounded in, like, actual reality. The Wendigo thing is like, how did they get Until Dawn's IP and not the writing, bro? Because you could tell that the people writing this don't know shit about Until Dawn. So this shit is only in name. And a couple fucking college-age teenagers in a house together dying. That is all they got out of Until Dawn. Like the new, like everything. Bruh. Everything Supermassive did to make Until Dawn what it was, Sony threw this shit out the fucking window. There's no possible way Supermassive Games created Until Dawn just to have Sony ruin it like this. What the fuck did we just see, bro? Yeah, Until Dawn, the game is already, yes, it's already a movie, bro. It's just an interactive movie. It's one of those movies that you get to kind of dictate this happens, that happens. Supermassive has been doing this for a while. They got hella movies out now. Their games are literally movies you get to interact with. But this shit fucking suck, nigga. God.
Looks like it too.
Weird.
I don't understand the concepts that they just slapped into Until Dawn.
That's my sister's signature.
Oh, shit.
Guys, check it out.
What happened to these people?
Where's my car?
Where's Megan?
And that's the brother from Until Dawn. Because that's how he dressed when he was killing his own friends. Where I guess he was trying to kind of pranking them, but at the same time they were dying. He was just trying to get back at them. He was mentally fucking ill. That's the nigga. Why is he in here? If it's not the same story. Because he dies in the game. I don't think he lives. Oh, I think he does live, actually. But why would he continue to kill people? You said maybe it'll do well. See, I enjoy horror movies more than any other movie in existence. I'm a partaker in the horror genre. So I'm looking forward to all the new horror movies that come out. This shit might just be fucking scuffed. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Cool Breeze. I'm gonna definitely go see it. But if it's as bad as I see it, because like there's some horror movies that are so bad that they're funny. And this is giving me the vibe that this is gonna be a comedic ass horror movie and not a serious horror movie. And you don't get that from the Until Dawn game. Until Dawn wasn't comedic as hell. You said it's not on your radar? I'm a horror fan, a horror movie fan, horror enthusiast, except when it comes to games. When it comes to games, when you gotta get that interactive with it, sometimes like some horror games just be getting me, bro. Playing Vigils and shit like that, that shit took me out. But this, like,
What the fuck just happened? We all got fucking murdered. And now we're here again.
So the night is just gonna repeat itself.
I don't remember that happening last time.
how could you not defend yourself against a feeble ass old lady? You said it's basically a clone of so many other slashers? I mean, yeah.
Holy shit.
But why ruin the Until Dawn name with this movie?
What is that?
How many more deaths do you have in you?
Nobody's made it past 13 nights.
If we want to survive, we have to make it until dawn.
We gotta make it Until Dawn. Fucking stupid, bro. It's a goddamn Wendigo. So why are the Wendigos here if it's not even gonna be Until Dawn, bro?
He's gonna
I'm just gonna grab it.
And I don't understand what the fuck this was, bro. Like, they just made that shit weird.
Don't move.
Yeah. Oh, what? Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
What?
It's still in my face!
How does she not feel that shit, bro? It's in your own fate. Yeah, buddy. See, I didn't see that. I waited because I heard it came out, and I was like, okay, we're gonna watch it on stream. We're gonna talk about it. I thought it was gonna be like the fucking game. But they literally tarnished the fucking name of Until Dawn that fast. Shit. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. I kind of want to read the comments. What do the comments got to say? Oh, they cooking the fuck up. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go to this. Oh shit. Cause some of them is hella funny. Man said this isn't Until Dawn. This is Before Sunrise. Oh my gosh, bro. Not too late to name it something else. Until Dawn is a proper Until Dawn that shit gets made. Yeah, because like, why would you name this motherfucker Until Dawn if it's not gonna be Until Dawn? The director. So there's a guy in a clownish mask. Dr. Hill, the psychiatrist, is now a gas station attendant. And one of the characters says Until Dawn. Nailed it. Fucking dumb, bro. I'm more disappointed by the lack of snowy atmosphere than anything. Oh yeah, because it's not in the mountains where the snow was. It's a great concept for a horror game, but would probably be looked at it much more favorable if it just wasn't called, if it was called something else. Yeah, that's how I feel about Assassin's Creed too. Because when Assassin's Creed changed, like Origins and the other ones after that, I'm like, if this wasn't called Assassin's Creed, it would be a better game. Because when you hear Assassin's Creed, you expect something. And it wasn't it. It was not it. You see, I can hear the pitch meeting. Oh my goodness. 8 friends survive on a mountain against Wendigos? There comes a game about a time loop. Did you play the game? Hey, shut up. Like, why? Yeah, because, like, why the fuck did they time loop the fuck out of the thing? They called this Not Until Dawn. Would be more accurate. Director that never heard of the game before published. I know. Because a lot of people can see the same shit I see. They did not give a fuck about that IP when they made this movie, bro. They said, yeah, Until Dawn, we take the IP's name, fuck Supermassive Games and everything they wrote, because ours is going to be better. No, that shit's ass. And I think the community understands that this shit is ass. But it would be a cool idea for a movie. But if it's going to be time looped as movie, take the comedy out of it, bro. Because it gotta be some seriousness in here. There's no way they should be so comedic about them getting bodied by a different thing every night. Nah, bro. The worm face thing, that was too comedically drafted. Why did they make that a fucking comedy skit? I don't know. And how did she not feel that motherfucker wiggling in her goddamn face? Was her face already dead? And she just couldn't feel that motherfucker in there? And when it went deeper into her fucking face, she didn't feel that shit crawling? I don't know. This shit kind of ruined Until Dawn, bro. They ruined Until Dawn. I was watching, what's his name play? What's this called? Fear and Hunger 2? I played Fear and Hunger 1 yesterday, and I was getting my ass shit on. I got shit on so bad, I ain't even gonna fake it to you, bro. I got beat on so bad. My nigga ain't got no legs. I need to make an update video on her for YouTube, because I age restricted the fuck out of the live stream just in case YouTube try to do some fuck shit, because it definitely got some weird ass shit in that game. So that's why the stream yesterday was age restricted. Nobody got to really get in there because they have to sign in, all that shit. They probably were young. But yeah, I played Fear and Hunger yesterday, and my nigga ain't got no legs, and I didn't know that was a capability of the game. But this nigga ain't got no legs, bro, and he's trying to survive in his world of Fear and Hunger. It's so bad, but I'm like, hey, I got my nigga grinding up. What is it we supposed to cover today? Because there wasn't a lot to cover today besides like the developer direct. PlayStation's fucking up. What else? Oh yeah, PlayStation is kind of like Sony themselves are kind of doing away with Blu-ray. So they just stopped production. You said $100 GTA 6. See, that rumor, I didn't want to talk about it too much because that rumor is so outrageous that it's like, if Rockstar really think they can charge $100 for GTA 6 because they're Rockstar and Take-Two wants money, Microsoft is going to be walking up to them with a big ass check in 2 years. Like, take this money and go the fuck home. Because they're going to own the whole fucking Take-Two. They're going to buy the fuck out of Take-Two because nobody's going to be buying that shit for $100. And the PC marketplace is already excluded. So think about that. GTA 6 has a fan base of a couple 100 million people. Because PlayStation has like, what, 60, 70. Xbox has like 40, 50. Like, that is like install base. You said a new game on Xbox called Disorder? Yeah, I played the demo a couple of months ago on Steam. It's a horrible fucking game. You said, why would other developers believe that they will open the door for others to charge $100? It's because people follow 2K ass, and PlayStation initiated that $70 games was the new standard. Take-Two could take it upon themselves to think $100 games are a new standard, and people will try to follow. But to think the best game to come out in the last 5 years in the $70 era has been a $60 game in Elden Ring. No game is better than Elden Ring yet. Elden Ring was still $60. People don't understand. The standard is Elden Ring, a $60 game. Your $100 game isn't going to be better than Elden Ring. Why are you charging $100 for it? That's how I see it anyway. It has to be so significantly better than Elden Ring to be worth $70. I bought $70 games. I played $70 games, and none of them matches up against $60 Elden Ring. Now they're just charging more money because the industry lets them. Another reason why Game Pass exists. Because if game prices are still going to be trying to get this fucking big, and Take-Two and Rockstar think, oh, we're going to charge $100 and gamers are going to conform. Oh, gamers are going to have to revolt against that one. You said $70 is already a suggestion? Not many people are paying for new games? Should go on sale in 2 weeks? Yeah, like, there's so many games, especially like during this like past holiday season, where there were so many games that came out in like fucking not February, but like fucking September and October and November that was already on sale in December for the Game Awards sale, for the holiday sale. They were already cut like 50, 60% off. Come on now, bro. We only gotta wait a couple weeks. You're not getting full price. You're not getting... Only your fans are giving you full price. And the thing, GTA 6, they got all the hype in the world. And they would try to be greedy. Instead of offering the game to their fans. Just shows the type of company they ran by, bro. And if GTA 6 doesn't meet sales targets, and they have to shut down parts of Rockstar because of it, that Microsoft check gonna look real good in their hands to the shareholders, bro. Microsoft gonna walk up because they're not worth as much as Activision. You say you buy games on key selling websites? 50% of day one? That's kind of wild. I didn't even know that. I might have to start going to like G2A and shit and buy games. Because I usually buy Xbox games on Xbox for sure. Because that's where I play my games. And you get the PC version for free. So I do that. Other games that I don't buy, especially like if they drop in Game Pass, I'm not buying this shit. But then like when I'm a super fan, so like for BioWare games, I'm buying them bitches. I'm a fan. You see that motherfucking collector's edition right there. I'm buying them hoes. I'm a super fan of them. And like game franchises that I follow for sure. So like Dragon's Dogma 2, I had to buy that shit. There was no way I wasn't buying this shit day one. I had to play this shit day one. You say they selling PSN and Xbox keys now? Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go there and buy some motherfucking games, bro. Just get those keys. I might go get Sekiro off there. Get that motherfucker for the low. Cause there's so many games that like I would have got day one. And I'm like, I'll wait. Because I got other games to play. I'll wait. It's cool. And that is only gonna get worse, especially as more games are coming out and the prices are still staggering. All the games Xbox is producing this year, they're all $70 games. If you got Game Pass, that's $20 in a month. you can play all of those games. If you wait, if you don't buy none of them throughout the year, and you just buy it at the end of the year, you buy that motherfucker in December for $20 for Game Pass, you can play all of those games. Everybody else is going to be paying $70 for each one of them bitches. They're going to be paying upwards of $600 for Xbox games alone. If they get all of them. That's if they want all of the Xbox games just releasing this year. Ain't nobody putting that much money in there. You say you buy all your Game Pass games when they're at least 50 or 60% off. That is actually a good idea. Because Game Pass already gives you like 10% discount on like most games in the store. I've been a part of Game Pass a long time. So I think it's like 10%, 20% usually. And then, yeah, when the sales come around and those Game Pass games would be like 30%, 40% off, I'd be looking at some of the games. I'm like, okay. So, like, if a $150 edition of a game, if I see that shit, I'm like, okay, I want to play that. And then that motherfucker go on sale. So, the highest edition of the game be like $60. I'll buy it. It's worth it. I think it'd be worth it at that point. I'm not paying $150. The fuck do I look like? Unless, like, I'm a super fan of your studio. I'm not paying over $100 for your fucking game. He says, where you go? You find it because I needed Windows 10 for my PC. It was $100 on Microsoft site. And down there it was $10. So you bought Windows 10 for $10? That's actually a fucking steal, bro. See, my laptop and shit got Windows 11. And I kind of like Windows 11, so I might upgrade my PC to Windows 11. I kind of enjoy Windows 11. Yeah, you say you got the option to play day one and then buy it at a price you like. Yeah, that's another thing about Game Pass, bro. So, like, if Expedition 33 comes out, do I buy that game outright or do I play it first in Game Pass? See if it's actually worth the money, and then spend that shit. That is kind of going to be how you scale most games, especially with Game Pass being such a viable option to try games out because demos are kind of fell to the wayside, and a lot of developers don't want to make a demo for some reason. You said, yeah, because they were pushing a whole lot of updates. But I mean, I'm in the Windows preview program, just like I'm in the Xbox preview program. So like, I'm still working on like shit they're doing to Windows 10, while they're trying to boost everybody to Windows 11, because Windows 11 is like their thing. They want everybody to be on Windows 11, like by now. But they're still making upgrades and changes to Windows 10 for everybody that's still using it, because Windows 10 is arguably still better than Windows 11 in a lot of ways. But I do like the way Windows 11 looks and performs, because it's clean, it's fast, it's performative. But it did corrupt a lot of my files that was Windows 10's files before. So it's kind of double-edged. That's why I haven't put Windows 11 on my PC. And actually, I don't think my PC can have Windows 11. I think that's partly the reason why, too. Because I think my motherboard is outdated to Microsoft standards, or I didn't buy the right one, or some bullshit like that. So like my new motherboard isn't compatible with Windows 11 because it doesn't have like one piece, like it's a chip thing that my motherboard doesn't have. And they're like, oh, you got to get new motherboards to get Windows 11. I'm like, fuck you, buddy. I'm not about to rebuild my whole PC because you want me to get a new motherboard. The fuck out of here. And it's kind of why I don't have Windows 11 on my PC. Because my motherboard is not new enough. Or I got a motherboard I liked, like a brand that I liked, and it didn't have the thing that it needed. It was a security thing that Microsoft was like, oh, you need this security thing on your motherboard, or you can't use Windows 11. I'm like, all right, that's fine. I'm not gonna change. But yeah, that's kind of what happened. But yeah, but Sony is cutting Blu-ray. They're stopped producing Blu-ray discs, like the blank ones that you can install things on yourself. The printable discs. Them motherfuckers are gone. You said it still worked out cheaper for you. See, smaller creators. So like when it comes to like indie games that I'm really into, I definitely buy them bitches. I definitely buy them hoes. Because I like some of those indie games, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be good. And I get those. Some of the bigger games, like Call of Duty, I'm not buying fucking Call of Duty, bro. You said this has been phased out for a minute. And yeah, that's the thing. So it came out, like PlayStation came out, Sony came out. And they were talking about the death of physical media. And there was a chart that is down 85% from 2008 to now. Physical media has died. 85% of it is gone. Motherfuckers are not using physical media no more. And from 2020 to now, it is steadily dropping. It's only getting worse. Yeah, like when it's come from big publishers and shit, most of the time I don't buy that shit. Unless like it's Obsidian from Microsoft. Avowed, I'm copping it. Like Avowed is a game I'm definitely gonna buy that because I fuck with Obsidian. But like when it's just like random like South of Midnight, probably not. Doom, probably not. I have Doom 2016. Do I buy the next Doom? No, I'm probably gonna play it first when it drops in Game Pass. See if I like it or not. Might cop it later. One of those things. But they want you to play it in Game Pass anyway. They're not really looking for you to buy it, to own it. They're looking for you to play it in Game Pass forever anyway. You said Xbox Indie Sale. You said buy one get two free. Yeah, bro, and that I didn't know that was a thing until I forget what sale that was. Where like it was like if you buy these two games, like if you buy two games you get one free. I think that's what it was. And I was like, okay. You said disc drop not in the cars anymore. Streaming in games made and installed on console. Yeah. Once they start doing that, and I'm like, and Sony themselves, see, when Xbox kind of went 50-50 with the Xbox, one disc drop, one not disc drop, because they were trying to like phase people into Game Pass anyway, it made sense for Xbox. Because then they wouldn't have to go buy Blu-rays and print on there and sell them. Blu-ray would make money. That's Sony. But now that Sony has been, because Sony started off 80% of the consoles sold by PlayStation were the disc drop PS5s because they wanted to maximize pricing. Yeah, PlayStation then started to neglect Blu-ray for their own people. Sony, you own Blu-ray, but for some reason you don't support physical media. So then they switch from producing physical consoles, like the ones that have a disc drive. They start taking those off the shelves again. They didn't want to produce them. They start producing more of the digital ones. Because the pricing was almost around the same. They start price adjusting those. So then everybody's buying a digital console now. The physical one is hard to find. And then they're like, oh, but we have these disc drives you can install yourself. So for the people that would want to install their own disc drive, they're like, oh, we still have the option. It's fine. But 80% of those people that bought a disc drive version is not about to install their own disc drive. Like a discless version. They're not about to install their own disc drive. So then the numbers start to teeter. So 80% of the customer base that did have a disc drive PlayStation 5, they start getting outweighed by all the digital consoles that were selling. So out of the 60 million consoles sold for PlayStation, almost half of them are digital consoles with the option of a disc drive. And it's like, how the fuck did it get that fast? Like, how did it grow that fast? And it's bigger than Microsoft's. So the discrepancy of Microsoft's, you think will be 50-50 because Microsoft make 50-50 console disc drives for not disc drives. And they sell them that way. But still, more people got a disc drive on Xbox than PlayStation. More people got a Series X with a disc drive than PlayStation fans got a disc drive on their PS5. That is how the statistics are boiling down. There's more people with a physical disc drive on Xbox than PlayStation now. And PlayStation has more hardware with a disc drive. And it's like, PlayStation is killing physical media themselves. You said check your memory, you own the disc, but the games are still hard installed? Yeah. So you just went to PC? That's kind of the thing, because if all these games are going to be digital anyway, Steam is the more digital friendly platform. Because they offer better refund policies. They got better like, what do you call it? Like customer service interactions. So when shit goes wrong with your account, Steam kind of get that shit fixed for you. They're not about to hoe your ass out of everything you got. And they hold developers and shit accountable. So if shit goes wrong on Steam and developers be trying to hoe niggas, Steam steps in and be like, you're not hoeing my gamers. And they take the side of the gamers almost every time when shit goes wrong. It happened with Helldivers. It happened with motherfucking, what was that one game called? That people bought that shit and they deleted the game the next day. I forget what it was called. Where like those developers just kind of hold their people. Yeah, and then like pricing is better. Features. I mean, I don't know if features are better because like quick resume and shit. I don't know. I can't give up quick resume. I can't give up quick resume because I play a whole lot of games all the time. I just be jumping in and out of games. So I like quick resume is just one of those features that it speaks to me as a gamer. But my PC, nigga, this motherfucker be eating Series X's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bro. This motherfucker hit. And Steam, I don't play too many games on Steam. But Steam is such a great way to organize a games library that I kind of hate opening up like the Xbox app, or if I open up like the fucking Ubisoft app or the EA app. Like, you said Arkham Knight is the first time Steam stepped up for consumers. Yeah, and like when developers be trying to pull some shit, Steam is like not letting that shit go, bro. Valve is not letting that shit go. Yeah, because that motherfucker did not function properly. The same thing with Cyberpunk 2077. That motherfucker didn't function properly. You're going to have to get off my platform with that bullshit. When PlayStation pulled that shit with Helldivers. You have to get off my platform with that bullshit. They would refund them motherfuckers. They had 200 hours in the game. They're like, you want a refund? We got you. We got you. Fuck PlayStation. They were trying to hold the gamers. We're not letting that shit slide. And that's why Microsoft is doing that same shit Steam is doing. They're trying to learn as much as they can from how Steam got so much goodwill with the gamers. And they're trying to turn Xbox into that same type of platform. But be bigger. Because Steam haven't branched out too far. They've gotten so big on PC they can sit back and relax. But Microsoft was like, hey bro, we trying to be like Steam, but bigger. So they're trying to get phones, tablets, TVs, consoles, PCs, handheld PCs for mobile gaming. They're trying to get like Steam, but in such a bigger capacity, and it's working. It's working. Microsoft is trying to get that shit, but now Steam's trying to grow. That's why the Steam OS is the thing. They're trying to like branch out with Linux, but Steam is not gonna be able to grow fast enough, faster than Microsoft is growing. You said Sony was trying to see who left their ecosystem with the Helldivers drama. Yeah, and they also wanted to get bigger numbers for the shareholders. Because when those active user numbers comes in, and Microsoft was like, yeah, bro, we got over 300 million active users monthly. And Sony's like, wait, but we sell more consoles than you. You don't have more active users than Microsoft, though. They have more people actively interacting with their platform than Sony does. And Sony has more consoles sold. And that's where Sony get the short end of the stick. Because no matter how many units you have on hand and you're selling them bitches, if nobody's playing games on them, you have no active users. And that's why they tried to branch off to Microsoft. You said for Microsoft, a phone is an Xbox though. See, look, I run Windows on my phone as well. And look, I got Kerrigan, her little bug ass. But yeah, I run like Windows fucking, like the Windows squares from like Windows 8. I run that on my phone. I run it on all my phones. Because I just like how the interface works. The Windows phone interface was so good because I used to have Windows Phone when they had Nokia. That's what I used. My cell phone was Windows, and everything was so good. So when they shut down the Nokia branch, they canceled that shit. They took the Windows phones off the market. I was kind of upset. But the software is still available, so you can just download it on your other phone if you already had it before. And that's what I use. That's what I use. So I mean, I don't know. I could be a fanboy for this shit, but I really like how it is, especially compared to Android. I don't fuck with Android. I don't fuck with iPhone because I don't know. Apple's devices, they look like shit. The UI is shit. The builds is shit. I don't know. You said Sony looking like Blockbuster. Steam is Netflix. Microsoft is Hulu or Paramount. I don't know. Microsoft is Disney. Steam is definitely Netflix though. Steam is definitely Netflix, but Microsoft is Disney. Because not only do Disney have all this IPs that they could definitely make something out of, they want your IPs too. And they're massive. Disney's big as fuck. They could do a whole lot of things. But they're like, yeah, but we want yours too. So they bought ESPN. And then they saw Hulu over there. Like, okay, Hulu, you're doing a good thing. We want you too. You're Disney now. And that's kind of what Microsoft has done. Because they're learning from Netflix. Disney's learning from Netflix. But they got to catch up to Netflix. And then they got to try to surpass Netflix. And that's what Disney is doing against Netflix. That's what Microsoft is doing against Steam. Because Microsoft is trying to catch up to Steam. In the way Steam has garnered goodwill with the customers. And they're trying to outgrow Steam at the same way. So what do? They get as many developers behind them as they can. They got to get as many good IPs on their side. And they got to get as many good games created. So more people interact with Microsoft's ecosystem over Steam. They're trying to grow as fast as they can. And Microsoft is doing real good about it. Because the Developer Direct just showed they're getting better. Their management is getting a whole lot better with creating new content and great content. Now they got to distribute that content and get those people to interact with Xbox. And that's smart. But yeah, Sony over there being Blockbuster, yes. That's exactly what they're doing. And they're being Blockbuster on purpose because they want to make a statement. Like, we're number one. We don't have to conform to your agenda. And it's like, no, but you could definitely adapt. Number one is supposed to be adaptable, and Sony's not adapting, bro. You said Microsoft showed Netflix their business model? Yeah, because Microsoft created the Netflix we know today. But then Netflix be trying to hold Microsoft in the gaming space. Because they're Netflix, and they have so many active users. And Microsoft was like, hey, okay, Netflix, bro, we got you. That's why Microsoft is Disney. That's why I equate them to Disney. Because Netflix is growing fast. They create their own things sometimes, but they got a whole lot of content produced for them. And that's what Valve and Steam has been doing this whole time. And Microsoft was like, you make great content. You work for me now. That's what Disney does to niggas. That's what Disney does to it, and a lot of people don't like Disney because of it. Because Disney has their own content. And they could be making great content with the content that they already owned, but they keep taking more content. And it's like, business is business. Business is business. You can't really stop that. And that's exactly what Microsoft has done. And Microsoft is growing so fast, and people don't understand that outside the console space, everything is different. The mobile game market is completely different. The PC game market is completely different. So when PlayStation's like, we dominate the console space, even though Nintendo is the one dominating the console space. If we're gonna be real about it, Nintendo has always been the one dominating the console space. And when the Switch 2 comes out, will they dominate again? We will have to wait and see. But the fact that Sony thinks that they're dominating the console space, they don't have to do anything else, they're going to be rudely awakened when they start losing all their active users to PC and Xbox. Nintendo has always been a companion console. You said Disney also has porn. What? Is it on Disney Plus? Can I go look that up? I'll go look it up. I'll go tell my girlfriend right now. Like, hey, turn on Disney Plus, search this up. I need to see if it's there. Because that's kind of wild. I didn't know that until today. You taught me. So you better not be spreading no misinformation. Because I'm going to believe you. Why the hell is Game Rant talking about Baldur's Gate 4? Baldur's Gate 4 would never exist. Nobody's gonna make that game. Larian themselves is not fucking with Baldur's Gate 4. So why the fuck would they be like, oh, Baldur's Gate 4 is gonna have a rough time? Bro, that game is never gonna exist. Because BioWare left the IP a long time ago because they didn't own it. That's why Larian got so much goodwill. Yeah, but like, Larian is not about to fuck with Baldur's Gate no more. You said, but they invest in that stuff? Oh, yeah, I can see that. I can see Disney like, yeah, bro, we're going to be so prepared. They got so much adult content. Just let it become legal to just stream adult content anywhere. Disney's going to be right there in the forefront. Like, oh, we got you, bro. We got the deals. We already made those motherfucking things. But yeah, Baldur's Gate 4. What the hell is Game Rant talking about, bro? This is why I hate some of these game journalists. Because they just make shit up. They literally just make shit up. Larian left Baldur's Gate IP at Baldur's Gate 3. Because they saw how much money they made with Baldur's Gate 3. And then they realized how much of it had to go back to the owner of the IP. You said Larian begged to make 3, didn't finish it, and then say we're gonna go do our own shit. Yeah, because they just needed the notoriety of the name. Because Divinity Original Sin was not doing it for them. Even though they were arguably better games, in my opinion. Those were arguably better games than Baldur's Gate. But they needed a bigger name to get the Larian name attached to it. And what bigger name in RPG than Baldur's Gate? A IP that BioWare has thrown away for a long ass time. They've made bigger IPs because Baldur's Gate wasn't owned by BioWare. And they knew that. They made 2 amazing games and they weren't getting anywhere. So they partnered with Microsoft. They made Jade. They made KOTOR. They made Mass Effect. Then they made Dragon Age. And they created so many big IPs that it's like, we don't need Baldur's Gate. Those fans might have been left isolated. That's fine. Larian was like, okay, we need an IP to get our name out there. Because Divinity wasn't working. Divinity, they made money on those games. Not like they didn't. But those games wasn't pushing them to the forefront. But Baldur's Gate, let motherfuckers hear that Baldur's Gate 3 is coming. And motherfuckers like, wait, we ain't heard Baldur's Gate's name in so long. Everybody tuned in for this shit. You said BioWare also made a Sonic game. I remember that. It was like, it's such a strange little blip during the 360 era that they have a Sonic game. They had some MMOs too that kind of like fell off. Because Star Wars The Old Republic is the only one that actually popped for them. They had some other ones. They had some canceled games that they didn't make. Because they were kind of financially struggling after like Dragon Age 2. That they had to cancel some projects. So there was a couple things that BioWare was making that we never got to see. And then Mass Effect trilogy concluded. But yeah, what Larian makes next won't be a Baldur's Gate because they want to make money. And when you license properties like that, you lose so much money. That's why Sony hasn't produced fucking Venom yet. That's why Wolverine is still so deep in development. Wolverine's supposed to came out this year. Remember, that's what the leaks were saying. Wolverine was supposed to come out this year. 2025 was Wolverine. And we ain't seen shit from that game. Since the leaks, bro. We ain't seen shit from Wolverine. Venom was supposed to be a year after, what do you call it? Spider-Man 2. Venom was supposed to get his little spin-off game. That didn't happen. That did not happen. Insomniac, they lost their motherfucking creative director. That nigga left. He's like, I don't want to work in Insomniac no more. He's fucking out of there. So, like, what is actually going on in Insomniac Games? One of my favorite PlayStation studios. It was one of my favorite Xbox studios. I got Sunset Overdrive over there right now. But they supposed to produce Wolverine this year. This is supposed to be the year Wolverine comes out. And for some reason, that motherfucker is not in the light. That motherfucker's not in the light. It's supposed to be 2025, bro. 2025 has started. We ain't heard shit about Wolverine. Hopefully we do in the summer. Hopefully they do that one thing Bethesda used to do, where they debut the game. They're like, hey, y'all see this lovely game right here? You can buy that motherfucker in a month. You can pre-order it right now. It's dropping. And motherfuckers go crazy. And they go buy the game. You want to know poor stories like Game Freak? Fucking Game Freak, bro. I didn't see it when I heard of the Typhlosion shit. I didn't think it was actually from Game Freak until somebody like showed the transcript that people were getting that shit from, and it was just a random employees just like fan fiction on their computer. And it's like, why was it on your work computer, bro? They stole it from your work computer. You can't go back to work after something like that. But yeah, Kubri, Sunset was actually fire. It was such a weird ass game too. Like the concept was crazy. And then they used that engine to make some motherfucking Spider-Man. I know Microsoft felt that shit because they built that engine for Insomniac. Damn, they built that engine for Insomniac. And they went to go make Spider-Man with your shit. They went to go make motherfucking Wolverine with your shit. But Wolverine is kind of gone. And I think PlayStation fans forgot about it because nobody's mentioning Wolverine's supposed to come out this year. Not on the PlayStation side anyway, because they kind of forgot that those games were supposed to be coming out. Those games are supposed to be been worked on for a while. Them bitches supposed to be launching. But they got nothing. And they're probably getting nothing from Insomniac this year. Which is going to be sad, because Insomniac carries PlayStation. And when Insomniac's not carrying, they have nothing. You said, no, what about Wonder Woman? Who was making the Wonder Woman game? I think Rocksteady wasn't they? Which they killed Wonder Woman. So, like... Yeah, who the fuck was making the Wonder Woman game? I think it was Rocksteady, wasn't it? You said Monolith? Monolith was making it? That's kind of crazy. Why the fuck would Monolith be making a Wonder Woman game? They're the I mean, I do remember this game being announced, but that shit's definitely gone, isn't it? Yeah. Because the Middle-earth stuff, but like, how would that translate to Wonder Woman? But is it still coming? Like, I haven't heard anything. Single player, third person, open world adventure. And they have nothing posted. Buddy. Monolith, what are y'all doing? They got no news or anything, bro. Like, what the fuck? What happened? They just went dark. Fear was peak. They should definitely bring Fear back. You know, I never played Fear 3 either. I don't know why the fuck that was the case. I never played the third Fear game. And I should probably do that. But I heard it was not like the other two. Yeah, I don't know what the hell, yeah, they have nothing posted about Wonder Woman's game. Goddamn, Monolith. We got faith in you, though. You can produce. Hopefully they get to produce. You said Ubisoft made a great Naruto game? You talking about, Path of a Ninja? Rise of a Ninja? Was that Ubisoft? I think it was Rise of a Ninja, wasn't it? Yeah, Ubisoft made Rise of a Ninja. Yeah. And it was such a different take. Rise of a Ninja and Broken Bonds. Yeah. It like those are like iconic Naruto games. But like the Storm games are just more user friendly and more like competitive. So that's why those blew up. Like Rise of a Ninja, Uzumaki Chronicles. Like Uzumaki Chronicles pops so fucking hard, bro. That like I don't understand how Storm was the one that peaked and Uzumaki Chronicles didn't. Because Rise of a Ninja, Uzumaki Chronicles was peak. That shit was so good. But like Ultimate Ninja on PS2, unmatched. I used to be a dominant force. You said visuals? Yeah. The Storm games just... Them motherfuckers just... I don't know. They took that shit to a next level. Uzumaki Chronicles looked hella good. And it was like a 3D, open arena style game. But I think the gameplay just didn't translate well. You said Class of Ninja was fun? I want to play this game now. See, every time we start talking about like old ass games from like back in the day, could I get the ROM for like Rise of a Ninja? Can I go find that bitch? I would go find that bitch and play the fuck out of it. You said the Wii series? We had an exclusive Naruto game? Oh, it was on the GameCube. How have I never heard of this? What the fuck did it look like? Like, what was the gameplay like? Hold on, go to YouTube. Maybe because I was a PlayStation 2 nigga. Yeah, because back then they were doing it, because they were doing it with like WWE games too. Or like Xbox will have this one, Nintendo will have that one, PlayStation will have this one. And I didn't know this how it was until I got older. There's people making Redfall content. You know how crazy that is? This year, people are making Redfall content. This video just got uploaded. Because Redfall wasn't a bad game. People shit on Redfall so fast. But none of them beat the tutorial. None of them got out of the motherfucking island. And it showed. You said PSP and DS had exclusive series? I just need to see how the gameplay for Clash of a Ninja went. Okay, so it's almost like Storm. It's like less over the top though. Because when you play like Ultimate Ninja back on PS2, that shit was so over the top it was crazy. And I think that's why people liked it the most. But this looks more like a Budokai game than a Tenkaichi game. And I think that's the difference that we see in it. Because Budokai games were like the more technical version of Dragon Ball Z games. But then the Tenkaichi series came and it went arcade, and everybody fell in love with that shit. Sakura before she actually had combat experience. That's just actually hella funny. Nigga, Aruka was a playable character, nigga. The combos they're doing with Kakashi is straight crazy tech. I've never seen no shit like that before. You said Ender Magnolia? Boom. No, I haven't heard of that. It says 2025's first big hit. It's a Metroidvanian game. Why is this nigga a child? Or is it a girl child? It's a side-scrolling one. I'm never good at these games. It's built exactly like Hollow Knight. You said Naruto is probably the second biggest anime franchise behind Dragon Ball Z. That is definitely true. But don't tell a One Piece fan that. Because they don't understand. Because they think since One Piece has sold more copies of their manga than everybody else, it's the more popular anime. And it's like, no, nigga, that's not how it works. Naruto and Dragon Ball Z transcended media, bro. They went from being mangas to anime to some of the best games. They have some of the greatest media trend. This nigga Naruto and the Ninja Turtles got a collab. Why the fuck is Naruto and the Ninja Turtles collabing, nigga? It's crazy. Like, One Piece don't do that. Nobody really likes One Piece that much. I think Dragon Ball Z did go to One Piece one time though. I think they did collab way back in the day. Because Luffy and Goku are like the same type of nigga. And I think they like work together to like beat somebody up. I forget. I don't know about that collab too much. I think I watched it when I was young. One Piece games fucking suck, and that's the problem. Because Naruto, the anime was so good, people bought the games. People bought the games. Dragon Ball Z, the show was so good, people bought the games. Yeah, One Piece games fucking suck. Because the world is so... Like, everything is so inconsistent in One Piece that they can't make a coherent game. They can't make a coherent game. Because they got the Dynasty Warrior style games and, like, the Pirate series. They got the open world game and like World Seeker. That shit fucking sucked. And I'm like, they have the Storm type games where they like fight against each other. They got an RPG type game that just came out, and that like a turn-based one, and that one fucking sucked. So it's like, you said One Piece World is too big for games. I don't think that's the case, because every Naruto game and every Dragon Ball Z game had like a start and an end. So if you go play Ultimate Ninja on PS2, it went to like the Chunin exam. And then the second game came out and it started at the beginning and it went to the next chapter that came out. And the games just progressively kept doing it. And that's how Naruto the Boruto like Generations game, it started at the beginning of Naruto and it ended when Boruto and them came in. And it kind of makes sense on why every game iteration came out like that. Dragon Ball Z was the same way. You had the one that went all the way up to like Cell. Then you had the one that went to fucking Boo. And I think that was like Final Bound or some shit. Because that's when like Vegito first came out. And then the ones that came when GT came out. That's when like the Budokai Tenkaichi series started. And Horutogan then was getting introduced, fucking Broly ass. One Piece on the other hand, it's so much bullshit going on in that show that like when do you get a coherent adventure out of One Piece? Because everything leading up to Crocodile, what the fuck is actually going on? Well, I guess leading up to to what the fuck is his name? The nigga with the shark nose, the fish nigga. To like Fishman. I don't remember. But leading up to that nigga, like, come on now, bro. What are you gonna be playing that whole time? Cause they're absolutely doing not a damn thing. And then they get there, they fight a big bad, protect Nami ass. Yeah, Arlong. Yeah, you get the fucking Arlong Park. Like leading up to that. Come on now, what are they gonna do? They gonna have you fight that one nigga with the fucking knives on his fingers when you go help Usopp? Nobody's gonna want to play that shit, so they're gonna have to skip a whole lot of it. They're gonna have to skip a whole lot of bullshit that the Straw Hats do to get to the stuff people actually want to see. And I think that's why the inconsistency of One Piece is why nobody can make a good fucking game out of it. Because you see Koei Tecmo, what they did with Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan games are phenomenal, bro. They need to make a third game already so they can get the rest of the game into the game series. Because that shit ended when Eren and them learned that Rainer and them was from a different country. And they made it to the ocean. That's the end of Attack on Titan 2. And I'm like, can we get Attack on Titan 3 so we can get the rest of the fucking story in game form so I can play that shit? You get to make your own character. That shit is so far. One Piece doesn't have that. And I don't think they ever will. Because the show is so inconsistent. And there's so much shit. Like Water 7 will be boring as fuck to play in game form. Because what the fuck actually happens in Water 7? Nothing. A whole lot of yapping. A whole lot of running around. Usopp fights Luffy in a body cast. Nigga, you already got beat the fuck up by a bunch of random niggas. Now you want to fight Luffy over a ship that's broken. Okay. They get robbed by that nigga Frankie. And then they become friends with Frankie. Get the... Like, come on now, bro. Come on now. It's like... The show is so inconsistent on so many places. You can't make a coherent game. Unless, like, you just take a small segment. But if you take a small segment... The game was going to be ass. Because you're never going to get to the good part, bro. And what is the good part of One Piece? Nobody knows. Nobody can point to a place where like, okay, One Piece here. You can make a game out of that shit. Because even like you get to like, what is it called? Marineford? In this lobby, one of those. Where he punched a fat nigga on the staircase. Motherfuckers be like, oh, when they go say Robin. People be like, oh, that's a turning point. Come on now, bro. What did they do before they got to that point? That one scene. I want to live. And he goes in there and he punch a fucking celestial dragon. They did fucking nothing. They did absolutely fucking nothing. But they get like one scene in an arc that they enjoy so much. And it's like, okay, One Piece is peak. No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. Just go look at Wano. Go look at Wano right now, bro. Wano was boring as shit. Wano was so fucking boring. But then Luffy get his ass clapped up by Kaido again and again and again. Okay. You see this nigga, you see that nigga Zoro fight King. That shit popped. What happened after that? Nothing. This shit gets so boring, bro. You say it would have to be a One Piece world, not following the Straw Hats? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. So it wouldn't be One Piece. It wouldn't be the One Piece game that the Dragon Ball Z games got to experience. Because we got to see Dragon Ball Z games from everybody's perspective at this point. And from created character perspective, so many times from Xenoverse series to the Ultimate Tenkaichi, like you got the creator character, create a Saiyan, learn how to go Super Saiyan. Like nigga, you literally was doing that shit. Yeah, you said Wano was Alabasta or Crocodile up. Yeah, like it's like nothing was going on, bro. And it's crazy how nothing's going on in a couple thousand episodes. Like, I was just talking about this with some people when they were playing Marvel Rivals, and I was playing Smite, and we were all in Discord. Like, Luffy versus Katakuri holds the record for most anime episodes. Like, longest anime fight. Because I think they fight for... I forget how many fucking episodes they fight. God damn. I think it's like 20 episodes though. So Luffy fights Katakuri for 20 fucking episodes. Imagine trying to put that in game form, bro. This nigga fights Katakuri for 20 episodes. And then Katakuri just lets himself fucking lose at the end anyway. So who's gonna wanna actually play that shit? The longest anime fight in history is Luffy getting his ass beat on by a nigga for 20 episodes. And it's like, what do you expect it? Come on now, bro. Nobody's enjoying that shit. There's no way you enjoy 20 episodes of Luffy getting his ass beat. Running away, coming back, running away, coming back. Katakuri even went to fuck to sleep, bro. He ate himself into a fucking food coma because he beat Luffy ass so much. And it's like, and then he stabs himself. What? You said, that sounds interesting. Make it like Mass Effect. You build a crew, explore some shit. I mean, yeah, if One Piece's world made a MOBA game, like not a MOBA game, but like an MMO, like a pirate MMO, because you know they have like Atlas Online. You know how we wanted Skull and Bones to be, like a real pirate MMO in the One Piece universe. That shit would probably work, but nobody's gonna put that much time and effort into a One Piece game because nobody wants to be a part of that shit. That's why all those games fucking suck, because nobody actually want to put some effort into make it coherent. Because who's going to make the One Piece game with a coherent story? One Piece fans don't like coherent stories. They like bullshit. So it's one of those things, like if you want a coherent story, you don't watch One Piece, bro. Because that shit is just a bunch of random events coming together. And sometimes they make sense to you. And if you try to put that One Piece world into a game where people have a coherent goal and they go to achieve that goal, it won't be One Piece. Because remember, Luffy got... You said, yo, bad bitches. But like, remember, Luffy got that one thing in the movie that can send him to the One Piece, and he was like, I don't need it, and he crushed that bitch. People thought that was like, oh, Luffy a real dog for that. It's like, no, so he can extend his dumbass adventure for another 2,000 episodes. Because what the fuck is he doing? If you have a goal in mind, and you're like, this is how I achieve my goal, and you break it because you actually don't want to achieve your goal. It's some of the dumbest shit in the world. And people are like, oh, he don't want to take the easy way out. That's not the easy way out. That's literally the compass that everybody used to find the One Piece. And he broke it. That's not taking the hard way. That's not, oh, I want to find it on my own. Because if you want to find it on your own, you would throw Nami ass off the boat. That's what you do if you want to find it on your own. But no, you got Nami ass because you don't know how to navigate. That means you're not going to find it on your own. And I don't know. One Piece is so inconsistent, bro. That shit annoys me. When I watch it, it annoys me. And the crazy thing is, you will see posts online. I know I'm ranting as fuck about One Piece, but like you'll see posts online where like Luffy will do some shit like this week. I don't even know. Like an episode will come out and they're like, oh, Luffy has the best pull up in anime. And they compare it to like 2015 Naruto. And it's like, Luffy in 2025 is being compared to 2015 Naruto. So y'all can try to find a dub to say One Piece is better than Naruto now? That is the shit that the fans get onto now. It's been like the One Piece fans. Naruto ended so long ago. And he still has one of the most iconic pull-ups in history when he gets summoned by Sakura when she's crying in the rubble. And he comes to beat Pain's ass. Luffy would never touch that, bro. 2025, Luffy can't touch that. 2010, Luffy can't touch that. 2008, Luffy can't touch that. No matter how many pull-ups this nigga Luffy does, Naruto's pull-up is always going to be significantly better. But like, I think he was like riding on a dragon at one point. And they were like, oh, this nigga Luffy's pull up is so good. It's better than Naruto's. And like Naruto did that shit in 2015, bro. Luffy doing that shit now doesn't make it better. Now he's just copying. You said Madara's pull up was hard? But see, the thing about Madara's pull up is that shit is anime only. That's not canon. Madara's pull up was anime only. He never did that shit in the manga. He never took on the army, the like united army of ninjas. He never took that on in a manga, bro. He sat there and waited the whole time. But they wanted to introduce Madara as a badass. So like, what do we do with this character? You said Netero's pull up was hard? I mean, yeah, but I think they're talking about main characters. Like, if Gon pulled up something crazy, then I mean, I think that'd be like in the conversation. Cause Ichigo got a couple reveal scenes, like where this nigga just like pop out, especially like in Blood War. But I mean, Blood War is 2024, 2025, like this current. So like, if you try to compare that shit to like fucking Full Metal Alchemist or some shit from 2010, like, come on now, bro. Now it's just recency bias. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's recency bias at that moment. Because if it aired back then alongside Naruto, you wouldn't be saying Luffy's pull up is better. It's because Naruto already did this shit in 2015, so you can look back and look forward and be like, recency bias, I like this better. You're lying. Because when she was crying Naruto and that shit went boom and that white smoke popped out and this nigga was standing on top of a toad, with two other toads next to him and two toads on his shoulders, that nigga pulled up something crazy. And it's like, you don't match that. Kakashi's dead, Jiraiya's dead, fucking Tsunade's a fucking skeleton. Come on now, bro. Come on now. The whole village is a crater. Nobody pulls up harder than Naruto, bro. And stood on business. That nigga was beating the fuck out of Pains left and right. Nigga, they jumped this nigga for how long? Niggas really couldn't help him. They was like, nah, you were just getting in his way. He's a dog now. You can't even help this nigga. Even when he was stuck to the fucking ground. And Hinata went to go sacrifice her own life to get this nigga off the floor. Niggas was still sitting in the rubble like, yeah, we can't help him, bro. Even though he's pinned to the floor, all he needs is a distraction. We're not going to risk our life like that nigga Naruto. He did that shit solo. Until Hinata stepped in. And then he still soloed that nigga. And then he walked up to that nigga in real life. Because he was always fighting those puppets. He walked up to that nigga in real life and said, kill yourself. And that nigga was like, yes, sir. And he fucking died. Naruto, nah. Naruto is still going to be unmatched for the end of time. Like, no matter how Beast Gohan popped out, no matter what Goku does when he gets his Susanoo in Super, because Super's manga is so fucking weird right now, bro. It is so strange right now. I really hate Dragon Ball Super. With a passion, like with a high passion, I hate Dragon Ball Super, bro. That shit annoys the fuck out of me. Because I like GT. You say, nah, Yusuke? That nigga, bro. that nigga Yusuke was so before his time that it's like most people don't even understand how influential he was to us as young people. People don't understand how good that anime was, bro. It's because he aired too early. He aired too early. And that's all it is. But he's definitely one of the OGs. But now there's like, so many anime. Motherfuckers think Solo Leveling be pulling up hard. Which, I mean, that nigga got some good aura forming scenes. I'm not even gonna act like he don't. But like aura forming is now the new hype. Motherfuckers just go aura form real quick. But it's alright, because Piccolo will always be #1 aura farmer. See, I haven't even watched 1,000 Year Blood War because they keep just making 13 episodes a year. And I'm getting tired of that ass just hoeing. Like, nigga, just drop an episode every Saturday until you're done. You said Kaiba was a real nigga? Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Kaiba was a real dog, though. But, I mean, he was a billionaire. So, when that nigga did some crazy shit, like, he pulled up, this nigga threw a check at a nigga and took a Lamborghini. And it's like, really, nigga? You just threw a check at it. He really pulled out a fucking checkbook. Here you go. I'm taking this car, bro. And left. No questions asked. Nigga was like, oh, I just got robbed. Then he looked at the check. And he like, oh, I can have literally whatever I want. That shit's crazy. But yeah, Solo Leveling is, I mean, it's good. I'm enjoying it. But I don't think it's too hype. Not as hype as people would make it out to be. But it is good though. But my favorite anime is like Code Geass. So like nothing will ever be better than Code Geass. That's kind of like, I've come to terms with that. No anime is going to be as good as Code Geass. And I just got to live with that in my mind all the time. So when I watch another anime, I'm like, yep, this is good, but it's not Lelouch. It's not the real dog. You said Kaiba's the richest anime nigga? Is he the richest anime nigga? I mean, I think he did the most rich nigga shit. I don't think he's the richest though. Maybe he might be the richest nigga. No, I'm not sure. Who's all the rich niggas in anime? Let me look that up. I'm gonna look at the richest people in anime to see what they pull up. Who they got? I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what the fuck this is. It's a Steins Gate. I don't know what the fuck that is. Momo from fucking My Hero. You said a tournament on a flying vessel? I mean, yeah, that's exactly how it was. You said King Thrash got shut down? Like his YouTube channel was gone? No wonder I ain't seen Thrash in chat in a long time. He used to come to chat and I used to have to cook him. And I always wondered, like, why the hell doesn't he... Like, his channel was big as hell, but he would just be in my chat. Man, I got 1,000 subscribers, bro. Why are you in my chat bugging, bro? So I have to send him packing. Is this channel gone? Doc put up a video, said go support King Thrash new channel. King Thrash channel was terminated. People actually covered that shit. I did react to one of his videos 3 years ago. Damn, it's been 3 years since then. You said it happened during the developer direct? Oh, that's hella funny. He had to be saying some nonsense because Thrash be saying some crazy stuff on stream. Like in videos in general. He be saying some of the wildest stuff. That is actually hella funny. That is actually hella funny. It's kind of sad. Because, I mean, he had a big-ass channel. But, like, he can make it back. I mean, if it's all his fans really fuck with him, he'll make it back. Yeah, he already got 1,000. He already got 1,000. See, he'll make it back. He's good. He's gonna be back in it in no time. I forget how much he had before, but like, I know that it's kind of rough. And see, if YouTube kicked him off the platform, because he probably got terminated. He probably got like another strike or something. Because you know, YouTube strikes old videos. They love to strike old videos, and it gets your account deleted. But he wasn't kicked off YouTube for something that he broke guidelines on, because he got to make another channel. Because if you break guidelines, you don't get another channel. They don't let you make content on YouTube at all. So the fact that he is making another channel and that he's going to monetize it, that means he didn't break guidelines. He probably got some strikes on some old videos. And they deleted his channel because of it. Because they have a no tolerance policy on that stuff. Which is kind of wild, because they'll go back like 5 years. They'll be like, oh, this video got this in it. You're struck. And you're cooked. There's nothing you can do about it. The girl from the gambling show. I don't know who the hell that is. From Maid Sama. Old girl from Eating. Goddamn Food Wars. Oh yeah, Boma. I guess Boma is rich as hell. I forgot. We gotta leave Boma out sometimes. We be forgetting. Freaking JoJo's. They got Kaiba at number 10 on the list. Who's richer than Kaiba? Hold on. Donovan Desmond? From freaking Spy Family? Old dude's dad? You said DJ Academic's getting cooked right now? What the fuck? Ack always getting cooked. Sinbad do be on that rich nigga shit. I know Sinbad be on that rich nigga shit. I remember. The Clover King? I don't know who the hell that is. Oh, the Dancing the Vampire Bud girl? Yeah. The motherfucking... I remember that. And then Emu. They got Emu as the richest person in anime. We don't even know who that nigga is. You said Ack streams too much, he's bound to get cooked? That's because Ack always got something to lie about, bro. When people are good at just making shit up, they sit and talk forever. I'm not that good. I need structure and purpose, bro. If I ain't got that, I can't be on here talking. What Ack did recently? What did he do? I need to look it up. What did Ack do? Academics is Jamaican? I didn't know he was Jamaican. Exposed for grooming a 15-year-old minor? Oh my goodness, Ack, bro. Nick, oh no, this thing is, oh shit. This nigga Ack is a goddamn creep, bro. How did they do that nigga Ack like that? He's talking to a child. Oh, he said something about a 15-year-old streamer? So what did he say? See, Ack is fucking. I should have played that shit for y'all. I didn't even play it, but Ack is a fucking dumbass, bro. Because the headline it makes it seem like he was trying to groom a kid, but he wasn't trying to groom a kid. It's just like he was making gay jokes. He was asking this kid like, "Hey, bro, you trying to get some bitches?" And it's like, "What, Ack? You too old to be talking to a kid like that. Like that's some shit you talk to your friend about." But not this nigga's 15. You don't talk to a kid like that, Act. What are you doing? Fucking dumb, bro. So I understand why he's trying to like throwing that shit away. Because I mean he's probably just cool with that kid. And he's talking to the kid like he would talk to his older friends. And you don't know, nigga. You don't talk to children like that. Fucking dumb. He was like asking that nigga dumb shit like, "Hey, bro, if bro got a sister, would you smash?" And he's like, he do got a sister, but his sister's older. And he was like, and he's like, but I'm 15. He's like, and it's like, are you fucking dumb, Ack? You said it's way more. You gotta hear the whole thing. I mean, yeah, he was talking about they was making gay shit. They was talking about gay shit with him. Cause yeah, it's like a minute long. See, they said they're gonna send some strippers to him. Yeah, it's all these things. Niggas 15. They keep saying, "I'm gonna send you some strippers. You trying to get some bitches?" Like, he's a kid, bro. And like, he's not one of those hoodlum ass. Like, me at 15. Yeah, like me at 15, I would understand because I was in the street. I was in like this nigga, he's a child playing Fortnite. Like 15-year-olds that don't go through the same shit we went through. Because like we were doing shit, we were like 11, 12 years old. Like some like crazy shit. Normal 15-year-olds aren't like that. So I keep doing like talking to him like this. Like he's a street like some random street kid 15-year-old. Like no. He's a normal 15-year-old kid. He's not. You don't supposed to be telling him you about to send him some strippers. You don't supposed to be asking him if he's gonna smash old dude's sister. Like, what are you doing, Act, bro? Asking him if he would do gay shit. This is a 15-year-old kid playing Fortnite, bro. He's not your friend. Like, I don't think Act understood that. In these moments, in these recordings, like. You're probably cool with this kid. Y'all probably play Fortnite. You trying to get this nigga some fame. That's fine. But you don't talk to him like he's an actual child. Me at 15 wasn't a child, bro. I wish I could have been a child. I wish I could have been as naive as this kid at 15. But that wasn't my path. I was introduced to a lot of things before 15 years old. So I would understand what the fuck you're talking about. But this nigga's like nigga, I'm 15. I play Fortnite and go to sleep, nigga. Like, what do you mean, bro? Like, his mom is making him dinner right now. Like, Act, you a fucking dumbass, bro. Oh, you're so fucking stupid. But the headlines make it sound a lot worse than what it is. But still, Act, there's a child. You fucking dumbass. What did you expect? But I wouldn't say like he's grooming a child. It's just like those are jokes you make with your friends around you, your age, nigga. Cause one of those things was like they said, like would he suck a dick for like money or some shit? Yeah, he said him crashing out on the line trying to downplay it ain't helping a damn thing. Yeah, because like he's gonna get defensive. Why? Because like when you watch the clips, all that shit was jokes. He's joking. We can tell that he's joking. He's not actually a predator. But you're joking with a child. You're joking like that with a child. You're cooked. Even though they're jokes. We know they're jokes, but that's a child, bro. Like, if you were joking with your friends like that, nobody would care. Y'all in a group chat. Everybody saying wild shit. But you were joking like that with a kid, bro. You was asking him crazy ass, like, like outrageous ass questions. Like when niggas be sitting around, like there was a video. There was a dude sitting around, and it was like, hey, for $1 billion, would you suck Shaq's dick? And old dude was like, yep. And he was like, damn, I can't even get the question out. Like, it's those questions that he's asking a child. Are you fucking stupid? You might be cool with this kid. You might play Fortnite with this nigga. But there's no way you should be asking him questions like that. He's a kid. Let that nigga be a kid. He shouldn't be having these outrageous ass questions asked to him as a child. And act stupid ass don't understand that. That's why he's defensive. Because they trying to make him out to be a predator. Which he's not. But still, you're a fucking dumbass. You said be a journalist, stop being an internet personality. Yeah, that's what got the best of them. Because when you start making content like that, kids watch your show. Because kids are usually the ones in those streams. There's not too many adults that have enough time to watch you stream all the time. That's why I have set times and set days that I stream. Hopefully y'all can come through. But niggas got lives, bro. We're adults. Niggas got lives. Games to play. Family to talk to. You know, work. So when I stream, I'm not expecting 3,000 niggas to be there every time. No. No. I'm a stream. People come through. We can talk. But you can't just be sitting on stream for like 10 hours. And just be spewing that shit to children. You're a fucking dumbass, bro. But they make a lot of money that way, especially on Twitch. I don't think they really care. You said Ack in 2017 streams was crazy? Damn, I ain't even heard that nigga name back in 2017. What the fuck was he doing back then? I mean, that probably was where those clips are from. Because he's trying to boost his audience, he's going to be interacting with those kids. Because he's trying to get more people. Because like kids go to school, they show their friends like, hey, look, this nigga streams. He's actually funny. And then, you know, you get all these motherfucking kids watching your streams, donating you money, stealing their parents' credit card. And like, they probably make a lot of money that way. But like, you gotta draw the line, bro. And you gotta learn how to draw the line. There's a lot of people that don't understand that. And those people are the ones that be getting the most money. Why? Because they be so personal with these young viewers. They get so personal with the young viewers, and those young viewers get personal back. And they don't know how to cut that shit the fuck off. Why? Because they make a lot of money being personal with these young viewers. And it's like, nah. That's not the way to go. But I mean, that's what be happening. And that's why a lot of their ass get caught grooming cases and shit. They getting cooked up. Because you shouldn't be that personal with children. But like, you be online, you be just talking to motherfuckers, and you be forgetting. Like, bro, I'm talking to some kids. I'm talking to some kids, and it's like, you're cooked. You're fucking cooked. What time is it? We've been streaming for a long time, though. RTX? NVIDIA's... Oh, that's old news. They said the 5070 was faster than the 4090. I mean, it is, because it's new tech. But the 4090 is raw power. And the 5070 is literally frame generation. AI upscaling. Like, full on. So I probably won't get a 5070. Unless I have to use DLSS. Because you won't have to use it. And that's not ideal, because I want my graphics cards to actually be capable and performative. How much VRAM is on the 5070? Now that I mention it. New Mass Effect statues revealed. Jack, Legion, and Rex? What the fuck? I'm gonna have to get a Jack one. Where the fuck? What website is this on? It don't ship out until next year. God damn it. Is it on their website? Why the fuck is this not? Yeah, I think it's on the BioWare store. Yeah, Mass Effect 3 Jack. Oh shit, hold on. I need to go to the BioWare store real quick. Them bitches probably already sold out. We're probably cooked. We're probably cooked. Oh, look. It's Subject Zero. No, the statue is actually fire. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. Statue is actually fire. I was not expecting this shit. That shit actually looks pretty good. Look at her. Oh, this mother got some detail in it. Do we got the scars on her neck? I guess you'll have to get the statue to really know. I think it does have the scars on her neck. For 60, that's not bad. Yeah, it's kind of like that's actually kind of wild that this just happened. Out of nowhere, just live. Jack gets a fucking drop. Subject Zero is a fucking. It's from Dark Horse. Dark Horse always making some shit. Look, Garrett's got one. Legion got one. I would get a Sovereign one, but I don't like Sovereign that much. I think Harbinger was better. The Legion one is 70. That's, oh my goodness, what? You said a $400 trench coat? $400 trench coat? Who got a $400 trench coat? This Legion statue is actually fire. Why do he got this gun though? Why does he not have his fucking Widow? How did y'all fuck up a Legion statue, bro? They kind of fucked up. You said Sovereign was a better shit talker? Sovereign did talk like you're a fucking idiot. He talked to you like you're a goddamn dumbass. He's like, you can't understand what the fuck I'm capable of. And Shepard's like, shut up, you tin can. Oh my goodness, bro. Sovereign was like a straight, like he think everybody's fucking stupid. But yeah, they fucked up this Legion statue by not giving him the fucking Widow. They gave this man a Geth Pulse rifle. That shit fucking sucks. Nobody's using this shit in the game. You said it's an N7 trench coat? I've never heard of an N7 trench coat. I just really hate that they didn't give that nigga a Widow. That's his fucking gun. He's had that shit since... Okay. That's cool. Alright, where the fuck is this trench coat at? This is a fucking mouse pad. I could get... I would get that mouse pad. The Garrett statue, he has his gun. That's fine. Where do I see that trench coat at? Hold on, let me look that shit up. That Jack statue, I might have to cop that hoe. It is kind of little though. I mean, it's probably bigger than Grogu ass. But no, I think it might be the same size as Grogu ass actually. I'm gonna have to cop that bitch. Hold on. Let me go to... Is it on the website? Or is it on somebody else's website? You said it's 500? Let's go by... Sort by highest. Oh shit, there it is. It's actually fucking on here. This goddamn... The trench coat from the Mass Effect game that's not out yet. This is the trench coat from the game that's not out yet. It's like it's clean. I ain't gonna fake it. I don't know what size trench coat I wear, so I can't really buy one. I don't know what size trench coat I wear, my nigga, but like that motherfucker's actually kind of clean. That shit's actually crazy clean. I'm not a trench coat wearing ass nigga. Yeah, it's the one. Yeah. Waterproof shell. Hand washing line dry. So that motherfuckers, they got a whole lot of just random Mass Effect apparel. I didn't know that. Mass Effect cover shooter. That's actually kind of fire. Garrus' shit versus some motherfucking... Oh, that's actually kind of fire. I like that. That's a zip up. They call this shit a hoodie. They got flannels, nigga. I don't remember Shet wearing no goddamn flannel. A Normandy LED wall light. That shit's actually kind of fire. How have I never seen most of this shit on his website? But this trench coat is actually kind of fire. 500 is steep. But this motherfucker already selling out. Look. There's so many sizes sold out already. That shit's actually kind of clean. They made that motherfucker quick, too. That's crazy how quick they made this goddamn. Oh, they got more of them. Yeah, that shit's fire. I'm not even trench coat wearing motherfucker, and I know that shit's fire. They even got the N7 under the pop collar. They put some detail in this hoe. See, I wasn't expecting all this. But that's just actually fucking clean, bro. That's just actually clean. What time is it? Oh, fuck. It's almost 5. Oh, shit. I need to end the stream. Hey, we got to end the stream, bro. We got to end the stream. It's been a good time. Been streaming a little bit too long. Damn. Hold on. Oh, shit. I forgot. I'm supposed to be done at like 3. My bad, folks. My bad. I'm supposed to be done at 3. Oh, shit. I might be kind of cooked. But, I'm about to end the stream. This trench coat is actually fire, though. Actually fire. That's just clean as hell. But that statue, I might have to fuck around and get that Jack statue. No faking, I might have to get that Jack statue. But I'm at the end of the stream right here. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Hey, it's been a good Gaming News Weekly. We covered a whole lot, talked about a whole lot. And hey, this year is gonna be good for gaming. Can't wait for next week. I'm gonna put those videos up. I gotta make a video for what is it called? Fear and Hunger. I'm gonna have to get that. You said you got a dramatic notification about a video in Facebook? Why is all this shit going on right now? I gotta end stream. What are they doing, bro? So much shit is going on. Yeah, I gotta end the stream. Holy shit. There's so much news popping up. But it's okay. It's okay. Because stream in. I'll see y'all in the next one.